were just coming down the hill to the city ahead, which was the town ahead rather, which was Niska. Um, does anybody want me to just read the thing I read last time?
Yeah, go for it.
Mostly remember.
Yeah.
Anybody can chime up. I heard one person.
Somebody said go for it.
Yeah, I'm good for it.
Coming around another bend, this time far more carefully than the last, the path slopes downwards into a small town. Far beyond the edge of the town, another small thicket of forest, is a dingy harbor, and one single ship is waiting in port. What you all recognize is the Shimmering Sea. The town itself seems surprisingly busy for its size. You notice at this distance there seem to be dozens of people moseying about the street, most of them wearing cloaks of dark red, others wearing sashes, belts, armbands, all of the same color. Few others walk wearing the basic colors. Some just basic town folk, it seems, but no one seems to have a particular destination to get to. Getting closer, you can see that this town is built upon the ruins of a previous, perhaps a city. Some buildings on the outskirt are built of crumbling stone, while the newer ones are made of wood. Wandering into the town square, you feel eyes on you from all angles. Some curious, some cautious, some predatory. A single oak tree stands near the center, adorned with a corpse hung from its neck, and it gently swings in the breeze. The features of this half-elf are virtually unrecognizable. A sign is nailed to his chest, painted in blood. It reads, "Don't be a hero. Welcome to Niska." And that's where we left off.
Okay, so we're gonna try and find this inn.
Yeah, we're on our way looking for the inn then. The Bannered Stallion.
So you guys, I'll just drag you onto the map real fast. You guys are about... Oh, that's 2 barleys. We don't need more than 1.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. Life's hard. You're familiar also has a token now. You're welcome. So that's about where you guys are. This is where the oak would be.
We're at the hanging tree.
Yep. What would you like to do?
were there any buildings on our way in that looked obviously like it was a tavern, or are they all pretty much the same?
Like a tavern?
Yeah, with like a sign out the front, or just like it had like smoke
So
on it.
this is the path that you use to take into the city. You following here? All right. So this is the path you use to take in. Down this path, you saw nothing that necessarily stood out as a tavern of any kind.
Okay.
Okay, well then I guess we keep moving throughout the town. We'll pick a direction to keep looking.
Oh wait, before we go, is there anyone else in the little square at the moment?
Well, about this time, it's maybe 2, 3, maybe even 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, there's some people moseying about. Some of them wearing those red-colored clothes. Some of them just walking about. Actually, Barley, it kind of clicks with you. You were surprised you didn't recognize them sooner. You know exactly who these people are.
Okay, I thought as much. So I just told like the guys, we shouldn't spend too much time in this city. Got a feeling that it's pretty much crawling with a bunch of ne'er-do-wells, and that's we already wanted to be hasty in this situation, so we want to be even more hastier now.
Just looking about, as you guys glance around at the ne'er-do-wells he seems to be talking about, wearing their crimson items. They just seem to be walking around. Don't seem to be doing anything in particular, just as if they're just hanging around.
I just want to just like ask the closest person when Banded Man would be. Banded Stallion, sorry.
Sure. Somebody happens to walk by you, and who's asking this again, real quick?
Me, by the human.
The woman that you stop a human female, looks at the group and steps back 1, 2, 3 steps, eyes wide, and then just takes off down an alley. But as you're watching her go, you recognize there's a sign right here above her head as she ran that says Bannered Stallion.
Oh, that was mighty helpful of her.
Told you should have. Oh God, that's not the exit.
Okay, I guess we're gonna drop this cart off and find the owner.
Yeah, we're gonna go over to the Bannered Stallion. Is there any place that looks like
that's how they're gonna react to me this time?
Does anybody want to stay with the cart while we go in?
It actually looks, there is a hitch post right outside the Bannered Stallion.
Okay, I go up and I tie it off.
Okay. The cart is now strung about, right about here or so. Horse hitched.
Kovacs is going to stay with the cart outside.
I have my raven sit on the cart.
I'm gonna stay outside as well with the cart.
Okay, let me just pull something up real fast.
Well, it's the Dragonborn and they have
Just
to
trying to-
staying outside.
Yeah.
I have maybe 1,200 pages in Roll20, so I want to make sure I'm pulling up the right thing.
That's right.
Oh, by the way, I picked the thing that gives me 1 more AC when I hit level 2, so I have 19 AC, just in case you had it written down as 18.
Oh, the defensive fighting style.
Yeah, the defensive fighting style.
Just make this for you guys real fast. Always figured I was forgetting something, and now I figured out what it was. Where the fuck? That works.
One thing I haven't looked up is when do elves get their spells back? Like, is it short rest or long rest?
Long.
Elves?
Rangers, sorry.
Rangers. Long rest. I think the only class that does short rest spell recovery is partially wizard and warlock. I'm sure I'm wrong, but
And
Sounds
the way
right.
of the 4 elements.
got it set up for you guys.
Wizard, I get a certain amount of spell levels back during a short rest, and it's limited to half my wizard level rounded up, and I can't go above 5th level spells, I think.
So yeah, it sounds about right. So it's a pretty basic fare. I would recommend zooming out for about like maybe 40% or so, maybe a little higher. But it's a basic shop. This is just a placeholder, obviously. But standing behind the counter, looking a little nervous actually, is I believe his name was Scheif that you were sent to go after. Anybody remember his name?
I don't remember getting a name.
Yeah, Alexander Scheif. I have
Alexander Scheif. All right. So standing in front of you is Alexander Scheif, or from what you believe is Alexander Scheif.
Okay, I just walk in and I say, okay, I've got that card delivery from Magni, the dwarf. He sent us to deliver it for him and said that we would be paid 200 gold for it. And we're kind of in a hurry because he's lost along the road and he may have been kidnapped by goblins. So if we could sort out this business as quickly as possible so we can sort of go out there and give him a hand, that would be great.
Kidnapped? What are you... Wait, hold on. Start over. Who are you?
We're his business associates. My name is Barley, and my friend's here.
I pull my hood back and announce myself as Apocrypha.
Okay.
You don't know us.
No, I don't. And at this point, you see that he's a halfling. He looks very tired. Salt and pepper hair. And he's eyeing you all warily. He seems to be having some bad luck as of late, from what you can tell.
We've got the cart just outside. You can come and have a look if you want. I mean, we're kind of in a bit of a
He kind of
hurry.
just leans around you, and he can see the cart is there, and leans back to face you guys. So, Magni hired you.
Well, yeah. She
Yes,
said
he
us
did.
to
You say
come
he's
to
been,
you are
he's been
Alexander.
kidnapped?
It looks that
Yeah,
way.
it looks that way.
And you see him dive behind the counter, and he's s- smashing whatever the hell is back there, just throwing things around. He gets back up and he goes, "Okay, small problem. I don't have all the gold. Magni had most of it. I was just the layman in between. Here," and he puts about 50 gold on the table. He goes, "The oh Jesus no, oh boy, you have to get him. You have to find him. My whole business could be destroyed if you don't find him."
That's the plan. We just did not want to leave the cart in the middle of the wilderness.
And thank you for your foresight and your delivering of the cart. Please go find him. Go, please.
Well,
Alright.
okay.
Are you leaving?
Gets us the gold. We'll go. Okay. We'll
Yeah,
sort it
just
out. Don't
I'm
worry.
gonna give the other two guys a look and go like, "Oh, I guess we go."
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
we'll be back here with
do an insight check to see if this guy's being truthful with us.
sure, go ahead.
I don't remember.
So, just listening to what he's saying, you have seen panic before, and this man is very clearly panicked about something.
Yeah, I sort of like lean over to
That's
the
all
other
you
guys
can
and
glean.
try and speak to him without him hearing me. I go, I guess if we get him and bring him back, we'll still get paid. So may as well just go grab him.
So we haven't taken the money off the table, right?
You
no.
haven't if you didn't
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah. So
No, we'll just leave it there. We'll get it later.
yeah. We'll say we'll come back for the gold in full once we bring the dwarf, and I want to see how he responds to that. So insight that.
So you guys are now outside again. All right, what were you inciting? I'm sorry.
I wanted to see how he responded to us not taking the gold he offered, saying that we'll get the rest when the dwarf
You
comes
did.
in.
You don't even need to incite it. He doesn't even appear to notice. He is actually in the process of pulling some of his hair out.
Okay.
What? Did
As-
he pay us?
Well,
The
he
dwarf
doesn't
had the
have
money.
the money apparently.
God. Damn
All right.
it.
Well, look.
We're
Let's
gonna
wait
go
some
meet
time.
him anyway.
Let us go.
Actually, I'll turn around real quick. Ask the shopkeeper, "Do you have any jerky?" Real quick.
Oh, jeez.
We're
look,
really
and he
hungry,
dives behind the counter and rummaging again, and he's just winging fruit at you through the door. He's like, "Just take it,
I'll
please."
catch
don't get
one.
it, please."
I'll catch one.
Can I catch one?
Make 2 dexterity checks. One for each of you.
Saving or just checks?
Just checks.
Let's go.
So Apocrypha, he's just he's a little halfling. So you just very easily catch an apple that was thrown out of the air. Gilgamesh, you were a little surprised at the sudden barrage coming out the door. You managed to catch a chunk of some kind of.
That I didn't roll to catch it.
No, you mean to me, I think.
Who did I say? Who did I say?
Gilgamesh.
Yes.
Oh, I was reading your insight check. I'm sorry, but Gesh, yeah. So you're a big dude.
You take one
And
to the face.
Nobody just kind of take a huge chunk of dried meat that he just hucked at you. Doesn't seem tasty, but it's meat. Barley, you were already on the way out the door, and suddenly you hear crashing behind you. You turn around just in time to get a pear just slams you right in the forehead.
I laugh and toss the apple to what? Dang it, Go Black.
Oh, thank you.
Yep,
All right. let
that
us
was
be on
free.
our
We're
way
gonna go find the dwarf and the gold.
Oh.
All right,
Fuck, I was into before.
what do you guys? You guys heading back? Is that what's happening?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're
heading
gonna
back
start
to
heading
the
back
place
straight
where we
away.
Found the horse.
Sure.
You know, there's some wacky shit going on in this town. I got a feeling, but we got to sort out this problem with the kidnapped dudes first.
Also, along the way, I'm gonna hand the jerky that I didn't think looked very nice to Goblak because I saw him eating that rancid jerky from before.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was hoping to get jerky for him, but I'll take an apple and just give it to Go Black.
Just
Sure.
start munching on the pear. Well, I already
So we're
started
coming from
munching
this
on the pear.
direction, right?
Involuntarily.
Yeah, you guys would be over here-ish. Or you can head back to the actual ambush site. It's entirely up to you.
Yeah, well, in order for me to
Oh,
start
this is where
tracking,
yeah.
in order for me to start tracking, we got to go to where we last saw the bodies and start from there.
The bodies are over here. The attack site is over here.
They ran this way, if I do remember correctly, and the drags went
You
this
do?
way.
In front of you, you do see a fairly dense thicket. Make a perception check. Or an investigation check, rather.
Would that be survival for Apocrypha?
If Apocrypha's looking.
I'm gonna go over to the horse body again.
Between the two of you, you can see that the thicket is actually a fake, and you lift it away. It's just a harshly made canopy somebody threw, and there's a path behind it.
I'm gonna check for the drag marks again, see which direct.
Say again.
I'm gonna check the drag marks again because I can't remember which way.
Oh, they definitely went down this path for sure.
Oh, the same path.
I
Okay.
found where they went already.
Oh, did you find
I
where they
remember
go?
the one running
Oh.
this way.
I
Okay,
thought.
so you
Wait,
guys-
I thought one
remember
of them
the
was
one
already
As
that
you,
way.
as you look, you realize the
That's true.
path is only big enough to accommodate single file. So I'm going to need a marching order.
I'm going
Okay.
first.
Fuck,
Just
fucking behind.
line yourselves up.
Where are we planning to go stealthy, or are we going just walking in?
Well, depends. Like it could be far away, and then we could be slowing down.
Mr.
We'd also
Fighter,
need to be
get
checking with
get behind
traps.
Go Black.
Okay,
They come from behind us.
this is the order you're walking in.
Yeah, we're probably gonna need
There
traps.
we go.
I mean, trap checking as well.
Yeah,
So do you wanna go
make
first,
a
or-
make a survival check.
Okay then. Survival. Hey, I have whatchamacallit in that.
Close
That's okay.
With your 12, you can actually tell, not exact, but there's definitely been maybe a dozen plus goblins that have come and gone down this trail, and definitely 2 human-shaped bodies have been hauled this way. So you guys can proceed down the trail?
Yep.
While we're proceeding down, I want to see if I see any dwarven or human blood,
Sure.
or just blood in general.
Absolutely. So heading down the forest path, you make a perception check. You're really having a hard time seeing anything. It looks like it probably weren't bleeding, and if they were, the wounds weren't severe, so you're really not catching the blood trail. You're just following blindly, basically, gash in front of you. So continuing down the trail, very quiet, very thin. No sounds of goblins that anybody can particularly hear. Are you guys doing anything during this thing? You're about 10 minutes down the path now.
So yeah, we should just keep checking for traps because these are goblins, and we know that they use those sort of things with like the big pillar, like that tree trunk that like smashed in
Okay.
that goblin before.
Also, I
Yes.
want to ask Gilgamesh to, like, you should make another one of those potions. It'd be useful to have on hand.
Don't worry, I've already got 5.
Oh, nice.
Gareth,
Yeah, we did.
you're only half paying attention, but even half paying attention, you stop yourself, just halting the whole party. Right in front of you, very rudimentary in make, it is some kind of trap in front of you.
Okay. You want to
You-
deal with this?
You can see leaves that don't match the forest floor kind of strewn about, and you can make out rope hidden under it.
There's an obvious trap lying here, goblin made.
Net trap, should I burn it?
Fire
what
would
kind of
attract
is it?
attention.
Though? Yeah.
Yeah, fire will
We could
bring
probably
a
just
large
walk
crowd.
around it.
I mean, could we disarm it?
You're
Actually,
free,
you know,
you
we
are
could-
free to try.
If it's just a trap to catch, it might alert a couple hunters to come when it gets
Yeah.
triggered. We could alert it, hide, and then when they come to check the trap, ambush them.
Yeah.
Or they could just have it set up and come the next day. We could sit here for an entire night.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's
Yeah, why wait for the prey to still be kicking when you can just get it a couple days later? It's already dead. Tastes about the same.
Can we see any kind of mechanism? I want to see. If we can
You
see any
mentioned
kind
a
of
rope, right?
mechanism attached.
Yeah,
Yep.
rope and strewn leaves over
It does.
So I-
It doesn't take a trained eye to see, and especially with
Yeah, I was about
pockets
to
in
say,
the
can we go
party.
look up?
This is a fairly rudimentary snare. It looks like whatever steps in it will be hoisted into the air.
Yeah, just
Okay,
cut the rope.
well-
Just move on.
Yeah, we'll just cut the rope and keep going.
Okay, I'll cut the rope with my sword then.
You gonna diffuse it basically?
Yeah.
Yep, simple enough. You just chop the rope underneath the leaves, and you see the counterweight fly down. But it looks like the trap is disarmed.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
We're gonna move forward and be on the lookout for any more traps.
Okay.
Forward.
So
Do we still have the
down
trail, by the way? It's still like
yes, the trail
the
still
same.
goes on and it weaves through the forest. It's not necessarily straight; it just kind of bounces around. Another 10 minutes down the trail, your bird is above the canopy.
Yes.
Uh,
Out of reach of melee at the very least.
you hear your raven whisper, "Sunset," and you can get a decent assumption out of what that might mean. Continuing forward, another 10 minutes. Silence still.
At this point, I would kind of want to tap. Who's in front of me? Is it Gilsh or Gesh?
Yeah.
In front of you,
Oh, and who is
Apocrypha.
who is?
it Brody?
Gesh is in front of you, Apocrypha.
Yeah.
And I want to tap him on the back and just like point to let me go first.
Sure.
And I'll cast Pass Without Trace on all of us.
Sure.
All right, cool.
As you do that, and as you you do that, you switch places in line.
Yeah. Switch with me.
I need Gesh and Apocrypha to make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm passing.
Okay, then.
I'm casting Mage Armor on myself at this point.
Sure.
I'm so good at these.
I'm
Let's
not
see.
doing a dumb thing.
I'm rolling very average today.
Both of you, as you're switching places in line, you step and suddenly feel the ground beneath you start to shake. Gesh, you jump just barely in time to grab onto the ledge and climb out of a pit that suddenly appeared beneath your feet. Apocrypha, you actually jumped very nimble-footed and pushed yourself off an opposing tree and jumped over the pit. Looking at it now, it's 6 feet wide, 10 feet deep. Landing down there would have hurt, but you somehow both managed to make it out unscathed.
I'll look down very annoyed.
Does the path continue on the other side?
The path does continue.
Can we walk
Is,
around it, or is it like?
It is
blocking
it is possible to walk around it.
Are the
Okay,
trees like thick enough to where I could start walking on the branches above them? Above the group?
Yes, but I would say it's going to take about 2 acrobatics checks.
Gilgamesh, do you want to send up your raven and just like see if you can like scout ahead to see if it spots any sort of signs of life in the area?
I'll start looking through the eyes of my Raven.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through
Alright.
the trees.
So suddenly everybody watches as Gilgamesh basically freezes in place, eyes glaze over white. You now have control of your bird.
My eyes are technically perfectly white already, so...
True, but they glaze over even more. Apocrypha, you climb up into the tree, and you get maybe a good 30, 40 feet ahead of the party before a misstep, and the branch breaks beneath you. You take... Let's find out.
I thought those
Can
were
I
good
attempt
rolls.
to cast him?
You take 4 bludgeoning damage. He moved ahead of you fairly.
Oh yeah, okay.
So 4 bludgeoning damage. So just mark that off. You feel like the trees are not what you're used to in your homeland, and they may not support you as well as you would like.
But I'm still up there, right? Or am I on the ground?
You're
So
on the ground, right?
he's prone now.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to him. I'm gonna put
Okay.
my hand on him, and I'm gonna cast
Casting what?
lay on hands for 4 health.
He casts silence. As I should have like mentioned up to Apocrypha, maybe it's best if you scout on foot and let the raven do the eye in the sky business. These trees do not look very hearty.
Well,
So
that,
Gilgamesh, with
that was a
your-
perception check for my
Yes.
my Raven.
So with your 20, glance through the eyes of the raven. As soon as you take over, less than a mile ahead of you, maybe even less than half a mile, it looks like a stream comes out of a cave mouth, and there's it's where the trail seems to end.
I tell everyone that.
Okay.
Well, that seems to be our
Seems to
destination.
end in what though? What
The
is
trail just ends at a clearing that has a cave mouth and a small stream coming out of it.
Okay.
So it looks like we're going to go stealthy from now and try and make maybe an approach from the... Wait, how far away?
It's less than half a mile.
What's that in good
Hmm?
distance units?
It's in time units. It's maybe another 10-minute walk.
I mean kilometers.
I don't speak metric, so
Damn it.
it's about 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. So do you reckon we could just like keep walking regularly for a little bit, then stealth up? Because it's
I
looks like
mean,
this
sure, you
is some
guys
sort of
already
something.
have pass without a trace cast on you guys, so
Oh, do we? Well, we
Okay.
could move forward a bit. The bird didn't see any goblins along the path, did it?
Not that it can see, no.
Yeah, I mean, there
Um,
is a lot of tree and stuff between it and the ground. So
Apocrypha,
it
if
might not
Apocrypha,
have the best ability to see that.
yeah,
Yeah.
is Apocrypha, do you have the trait where you can move us through forest without getting lost?
Yes, and that's already
Okay.
been applied.
Alright, sweet.
It's
So
like
if
after
we
an
like...
hour, right?
Yeah.
It's a feature. Like if you're with me, we don't get lost magically, unless it's magical.
Okay.
I think actually. Let me look.
Well, I also have a spell that I can cast as a ritual that as long as I know the name of a place and it's on a map, I can get there.
You just have to know about
Okay.
it.
It does take concentration though, so
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can't get lost
We wanna
except
keep-
magically, and we've already been traveling over an hour, so we're not slowed down by difficult terrain.
Question, how much time has passed since we took off this morning? Because I don't think that we've had...
well, it
Any
took about
rest
an
except
hour.
for-
It took about an hour to get to the ambush site, and it took about another close to an hour to completely navigate through the clearing to get here. So the sun is set at this point.
Okay, I think we can keep going without making a rest yet. So we've just been walking.
Yeah,
So
Vader
everybody
has
wants to make a. All right, if everybody's gonna make a stealth check plus 10.
34 for Apocrypha.
4, 19,
19.
Oh God.
2, I mean 12, 16,
Wow.
26 rather. And who
You
am I
could
missing?
gauge us,
Oh,
with an
Godlock.
average.
Yeah, I mean, I just need to see everybody's rolls. For Goblack, I guess.
Oh, he's still letting out his dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I was going to say before was that we could like head off the path.
that second
Move
one's
Oh,
for the
sorry.
clear.
I forget one thing. When we're tracking these prints, I am able to learn their exact sizes and how many there were,
Back.
Sure. It looks like.
and
there
how long
were-
ago they passed. Sorry.
So make an investigation check, or a survival check, whatever you prefer.
It would be survival. Sorry.
You glancing over these tracks. You've been watching them for a while. You can tell that maybe 5, 6 headed in this direction, carrying 2 loads.
I relay this to the group quietly.
So I reckon that we can get more of a likely of surprise. And although I think, do you reckon there'd be more traps on the path leading to the clearing or through the bushes?
I mean, you're here. You can actually see. I'm just gonna. Why is the Raven back?
I have,
I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
Right
that
here?
raven-
Is you can just make out is the cave mouth.
Oh, okay.
I would point. Did you ask this question aloud, like,
What?
Yeah.
or out of character?
Yeah, I asked, like, do you think there'd be more
Well-
traps in the bushes or along
It
the
seems like they operate on choke points when it comes to their simple traps.
So there's going to be like traps in the cave mouth, do you reckon?
Probably
Well,
alert
as-
traps.
You guys are all in the
Yeah.
clearing. You guys are all in the clearing now. You follow the Goblin's trail. There's a large cave in the hillside because in front of you is a hill. And at this point, you realize you've traveled about 5 miles from the scene of the ambush. There's a very shallow stream that flows out of the cave mouth, which is screened by dense briar thickets. A narrow, dry path leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream. So, for reference, let me just help you guys out real fast by doing this.
I turn around and whisper to the human, grab hold of somebody who has dark vision. Not me.
So there's your cave mouth.
Come, little human, you
Okay.
can hold Goblak's hand.
I'm just gonna stand near Goblak.
I'm gonna put out my hand just behind
Follow
it
the
like
smell.
I'm wielding a child.
I say
Yeah,
to
I
him,
can't see
you may
much,
need
so I'm
both
just
of your
gonna stay
hands,
behind.
friend.
Just for the purposes of this, everybody click their token and roll initiative.
Hey, I did it right the first time.
Yeah.
And roll initiative for the bird.
Oh wait, I get advantage on initiative. That's right.
Doesn't matter.
Aw.
Okay. Gilgamesh with the 20. So
Now that I'm using my int for my initiative modifier, I'm no longer rolling sixes.
all right. So how would you like to proceed?
Not a big. I grumble. I fucking hate caves.
Well, obviously, I'm betting you guys want to go sneaky.
Oh no.
I can't see much, so I'll stay behind you.
Well, since we're dealing with hostages, I'm afraid stealth is of the order.
Like, we can
Alright.
start sneaky, but if it gets a little bit messy, we're gonna have to, like,
If it
just-
goes loud, we need to move fast.
Or we just charge in as fast as we can go. Find
Well,
the
it's
hostages
it's
and
funny
go
you
around
say
them.
loud because the running water coming out of the cave mouth actually seems to shroud.
Battery low.
That's a good thing, because I was wondering if when we tried to ford it, would it make a lot of noise?
Okay,
Uh,
so
Probably, but it may be overshadowed by the rest of the sound.
before we start moving off, let's just decide what we're gonna do, because I can't see.
Alright, I'm gonna move there,
Charging battery.
and
I'm gonna start approaching to where I have line of sight with the cave entrance.
So everywhere you stand on the left side of the river has line of sight.
Good. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, I want to see. I'm gonna go about up to here.
Okay.
Is anybody else gonna move up, or am I just gonna chill here
Yeah,
for a
let's
minute?
start moving up, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay behind everyone though.
Okay. Let's just
Uh,
everybody stop here. Just trying to follow the turn order for a moment. Let me just do something real quick. Sorry, hold on.
Can Gilgamesh see apart from where he's at?
Gilgamesh can't, but the bird can.
I was hoping to
Because the
signal
bird-
Gilgamesh to signal the bird, but that'll if the bird can see me, if their bird's looking.
So what was your question? I'm sorry.
I'm wondering if the Gilgamesh's bird is looking in my direction so I can signal him.
Just up to Gilgamesh, really. I mean, the bird's
Right.
just kind of hovering in the air.
The bird's next to you, so it can see you. So you could probably be like, if you wave and get the bird's attention, it'll.
Yeah, I'll do a
probably
wave. I point to my eyes, and then I point over here.
All right. At this point, we are going to be following the initiative order as far as movement and everything goes.
Okay.
Gilgamesh's turn to move. Or do something.
Not you, the bird.
But it's not the bird's turn; it's mine.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Okay, Apocrypha. I mean, you could have held your action or just used the bird as a bonus because you're not technically in combat yet. I'm just trying to see what everybody wants to do. If you want to move the
So-
bird, let me know.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna wait for Gilgamesh to move the bird here, and
Alright.
get his eyes into the cave.
Bonus.
Yeah,
I'll do
and
that.
once we see what's there, I'm gonna move. I'm holding my action to move over here. I'm just waiting until the bird's in position.
I see nothing. I can't see that far though.
Alright, then I'm gonna move over here. Oh yeah, bows out, strung up, arrow notched.
Okay. Now Black. You're up.
Just move up to the mouth of the cave and
wherever
we'll
it
wait
went,
for
I
them
can't
to
see the
scatter.
cave. I can just all I see is the circle.
I signaled the rest of the group that no visual.
Well, if you guys want to, I mean, I'd like to point out, you guys have torches.
I also have dark vision.
You do have dark vision,
Stealthy.
and dark vision
Oh.
is about the extent of what you see.
Okay, in that case, can I use one of my low light torches?
You can use a low light torch, sure. So let me just help you out here.
Wait, it's nighttime right now?
Well, it's pretty dark.
Yes, it's night.
Trying to go for my inventory. Where is that?
Apocrypha lights up a low light torch. You guys can now see around his general area. Let me check something real quick.
Yeah, it should
I
be
got
dim
it.
light.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. You want dim light? I can fix that.
Yeah, it's not bright. It's purposely dim, so to aid dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, say again?
It's purposely dim to aid dark vision.
Yeah, the problem with trying to light torches and have dark vision on a token at the same time, it's just not possible because you
Okay.
can only do.
Well,
one
it
line
would
of
be
sight
as
thing at a time.
brightness for us with dark vision.
Uh,
Sorry.
no, it's okay.
It's a stealth torch.
Gesh.
Yeah, I'm gonna start moving over to the entrance to the cave. I'm assuming I'm not.
Okay.
And I think I have a bit more movement.
Oh, and since I'm currently holding a torch in one of my hands, I'm obviously putting my bow up for now and grabbing my sword.
Yeah, I'm unsheathing my sword, readying my shield, that sort of stuff.
As,
Low-key combat music, though.
Oh, I need
Yes.
to turn that
What
on.
is that fight coming?
As your heavy ass walks by the
Oh,
stream,
God.
plodding along,
That 2 stealth roll.
let me just open these shits.
Jesus.
Guys, we're fighting goblins.
Good investigation.
The goblins heard your heavy clunking armor pass by. You don't see them, but they see you. They're going to make that. This is a surprise round on you.
That's fine. I doubt they'll hit me.
Do not have
God
passive
damn
access
it.
anymore.
Oh, tell me he shot his friend in the back of the head.
So you see from. You don't actually really see where it's coming from, but you can gauge it's coming from through the thicket over here. One of them strikes you dead on, the other one flies off tangent. You take 7 piercing damage.
Archers! Over there! Right. It's here, you said?
Around this area, yeah.
Okay.
I should be able to see them from my position, but I can't see anything beyond that little circle.
Gilgamesh, now we're back at the top of the initiative order because we're now in combat. What would you like to do?
Damn.
All right.
After combat
So I
ends, it'll
know
go to Barley.
they're somewhere over here.
From where the arrow struck, you can see as Gesh got hit, he kind of lumbered in a particular direction. With your intelligence, you can probably gauge where the trajectory of the arrow came from.
You can see by where it's sticking out of my body.
Yeah, basically. You just get somewhere in this area.
All right, 5. I'm gonna move 10 feet, and I take it. I have to make a perception check to spot them.
I wouldn't even say perception because the brush is actually so thick. The only way to genuinely see is you have to either get into the thicket to peer through or step around it at the opening here.
Okay. 15.
Let me help you real quick.
30. There we go.
Hold on one second. That should help.
All right, I do see the one.
Okay.
And I think I see the beginnings of the other.
Photos.
Alright, so I'm going to... Oh, jeez, they'll spot me. I'm going to hold my action and remain stealthed.
Hold your action to remain stealth.
Because if I attack, I'll lose stealth, yes?
As you step into the clearing, I'm going to say that stealth is not an option. Directly looking at you. And the other one
Okay.
is also looking in your direction. If you'd like, I will say make a stealth check to dive into the thicket versus their perception.
I will instead cast Firebolt, but I'm going to edit it to do thunder damage. And the way I'm casting this spell, I snap my fingers, and this little pulsar of sound shoots out. Kind of just this little ee sound, and then hits them directly in the head, hopefully. And
Okay.
that kind of makes basically their skull ring with thunder damage.
Alright. 16. That hits. Roll damage.
That'd be on the guy I just pulsed. And of course I do no damage.
Oh, no.
So, you're still getting used to this whole new magic thing. You snap your fingers, and a pulsar of sound, and it hits the goblin's head, and it rings for a second, but it shakes its head real fast. Didn't seem to be too affected by that. It is now this goblin's turn. It is going to make a shot at you.
Don't see a goblin.
Doesn't hit, and so that it's going to step back about 5 feet deeper into the shadow. The other goblin is also going to make a shot at you. 23.
That will definitely hit.
Jesus, that one goblin is just really good.
Oh, sorry. The 9 was
It's the
first
goblin
one.
ran by.
9 damage. As it takes its shot, it careens and slams you harder than you expected it to. This goblin seems to be some kind of expert marksman, and he too begins to step back into the shadow, but stops there, afraid of moving too far out of the line of sight of his friend. That is now Apocrypha.
So, can I see them from my position? Because I don't know if the lighting is messed up or not.
Tell me what happens if you can see them when. I mean, it's very dark outside. You're the only one with a torch right now, so I would say from your current angle, no, you're also a little bit behind the rocks.
I know the basic area they're in.
Yeah, you gauge about here.
And I can't. And how does it work if I try to put away my weapon and get my bow out? Will it take an action?
No.
Alright, then yeah, I get my bow back out and gonna move about here and look for targets.
Sure. I would say.
About 20 feet.
Just tell me something real quick. If I do this.
I am streaming, by the way, if you want to see my viewpoint.
Can you see the goblins?
Oh yeah, now I can see them.
I can see one of the goblins.
I can
Alright.
see, I can't see. No.
I'll say-
wait,
I'll-
it's
I'll say-
Got into the cave as well.
I'll say out here, it's moonlight, so you do have light for now. And as far as seeing into the cave, I will fix it momentarily.
Which the
Can
goblins
I
are
can I
first.
drop the torch too? By the way, right where I was standing.
Sure.
All right. Might be a waste of a torch, but I need both hands.
Yeah, because how did the goblin see Gesh if he... Unless, do they have better dark vision than people, or do we just not know? And I would know.
I would say you probably wouldn't know. You shouldn't be able to see into the cave now, right?
No.
Yeah, I can see in the cave.
Okay. I'm
All
just
right,
gonna say it's
I'm
moonlight
moving.
out here.
That's Gesh right beside me, right? Or is that?
What are you looking
That's Barley.
No, that's Gesh.
That's Gesh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, everybody changed their names. Nice. It's a lot easier. Yeah, I'm going to
That's
shoot
the
this
one
guy.
I shot.
Well, I can't see the other one, so he's the only target that's going to be I'm shooting at.
Natural one. The
Wow.
bow, as you string it and pull the knock the arrow, string it, pull it back. The bow, not haven't had to do this so fast in a while. The string itself actually tears up your forearm a little bit, kind of knocking the arrow off kilter. Doesn't hit.
Well,
Anything else you'd like to do, or?
Silently curse in my turn.
All right, Goblak, you're up. Barley,
The elf is having
Gesh
a
on
bad
deck.
day.
Yeah.
Goblak's turn, I think.
Yeah, he's-
Goblet's going. Oh, they're not next to each other.
is the question, is that little river being difficult terrain? Or
Is
is
what?
it just like a shallow? Is the little creek thing that just
No,
like
it's
shallow?
it's not deep enough to warrant difficult terrain.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Go back. Going to get away from the mountain cave.
Mm-hmm.
Can, because I'm not to be shot by another arrow. And going to acid splash this goblin. He's going
Sure.
to make a DC 13
DC what?
dexterity save. DC 13 dexterity save.
Okay.
Fuck that goblin.
This is the best goblin fucking ever.
Yeah, this is Goblin Rambo. Guys, I think I just met him.
Yeah.
We're
You
doomed.
know, I don't think that I screwed up a natural one. I think he forced me on that natural one.
Yeah,
Okay,
He's got-
Anything else, or?
he's going to yell out, "Surrender, in goblin! Surrender and I'll call off my lackeys. We just want the dwarf.
And you-
Keep the other one."
really intimidating after missing a shot.
No. It's more of a suggestion.
Make a persuasion roll.
Okay. At disadvantage, because I just attacked him.
Yeah.
Okay.
About fitting for what I expected.
Oh, no. That's perfectly okay.
Spits at you.
He just kind of and spits in your direction. Guess you are up.
Got a language. Figured I'd use it at least once per fight.
Well, I'm going to start my turn by casting Cure Wounds on Gilgamesh. So I'll just cast that. Okay, you get
Isn't
healed
that a
for
touch
5.
spell? So you got to move to him.
Oh, is it a touch spell?
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
I thought
sure.
it was a thing.
It
It
says
says
touch.
touch right there.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind that. I will move before I do that.
Easy enough to do. You can make the.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually they're blocking my way. I
Yeah,
can't-
you can. I would say you can get in here and kind of get in the thicket.
You can always move through allies.
You
turn.
But I can't
phase.
activate
You
it.
can end the turn. on their
Right.
phase.
So
But that would be using all my movement, and I would end my turn on top of you.
you use all your movement. You still have an action and a bonus action.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll move here, and
Okay.
then I'll cast Cure Wounds on Gilgamesh for.
Sure. I'm gonna say at this point you're in difficult terrain.
Okay.
So Gilgamesh heal +5.
Can the goblin see him in the thicket? Or he doesn't?
Okay. Barley, what are you doing?
I'm going to take the dash, and so what would look like difficult terrain, all this sort of bush around here?
All this is very dense thicket, so being in there would be considered difficult terrain.
Okay.
You still have.
Uh,
I have not lost concentration on Pass Without a Trace. You still get to +10 to stealth.
yeah. Would I be the only one that still has stealth?
So at this point, technically speaking, yeah.
Although I don't think I'm going to be able to get into range and do anything helpful if I'm stealth. I'd just be like moving 30 feet.
Okay. Or 60 if you dash.
They also
Yeah.
may not be paying attention to you.
Yeah. But this bush that's all the difficult terrain, is it just like short bushes? Or is it like trees and stuff?
Trees, vines, thorns. Crawling through it is going to deter another stealth check, not with disadvantage because of Pass Without a Trace, and they're focused on the 4 beasts in front of them.
Okay, and I can't stealth when I'm dashing, or is that something I can do?
I would say for the water's running, they're in combat, you can make it to the thicket without having to break stealth or anything like that.
Okay, I'm
You
gonna
just have to make a
I'm gonna-
secondary stealth check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and
Sure.
my max movement into it would probably be about here, wouldn't it?
Well, it's 60 feet, so you move over
Oh, but
60
like
feet. Through the
difficult
thicket,
terrain
yeah,
takes
difficult
double?
terrain. So I would say about maybe 1 or 2 spaces back.
But if you
Okay,
can
sweet.
get into the thicket with 55, your 5 movement cannot be reduced to less than 5. So if right here is like where the thicket starts, you should be able to move to right here.
No,
Right here.
for where he's
Or
running
here.
into, the thicket starts here,
Oh, it starts here.
Yeah.
Okay.
where the green
Okay.
is. Yeah, but you can make
So
it
I'll
to
probably
the
end
original
it.
position we talked about. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sweet. Okay, I'll stealth and dash into there.
Okay, roll just a secondary stealth to move.
Nice.
Uh,
Add 10. What was it?
Add 10
Do I
to
still
that.
add 10 to it?
So
20?
Wait, what's the range of passive
Thicket.
trace?
It's range to cast. You have it as long as I have concentration.
Okay. It won't let me go through.
oh fuck, I forgot that there's a. There you go.
Okay, sweet. And now, yep, here I am. Am I still like in the bush?
Yeah, you
I'm
are still
busted out,
you
yeah.
are still in the bush, but it ends literally right there, and you can
Okay.
see
Nice.
this goblin and probably this goblin.
Sweet. I'm just gonna lurk here, and that's my turn.
Sure. What is the bird doing?
Bird's gonna fly down and flap at a goblin's face.
Okay. How many feet of movement does he have?
50.
50 feet.
50 feet as the raven flies.
And he's just gonna flap in his face.
And do a help action, basically, is what I mean.
Sure. Help for you.
Yes.
Okay. Now you're back on deck as the raven swoops down and starts flapping in the goblin's face.
Alright, and I'm gonna try the exact same spell, doing the exact same damage.
Sure. That is
help.
a
That's
what?
a
That,
1. That was a 1. Oh no.
I had to help, so I have
Yeah,
advantage on the
help.
attack.
Oh, yeah.
So it was advantage.
Oh, the bird. That's right.
So
bird is
the bolt almost seems to completely miss and then zips back in.
yeah, basically. So
It
as
bounce off the bird.
you're, completely ignoring the arrow, you basically just let me just read something real quick. I'm sorry.
Wait, what did he roll twice?
Because he had
Oh, 'cause
advantage.
the help. Yeah. Forgot about the birdie.
Just reading about the help action real quick because you can lend your aid to another creature in the completion of a task. When you take the help action, the creature you aid gains advantage on the next ability check it makes to perform the task you are helping with, provided it makes the check before the start of your next turn. Alternatively, you can aid a friendly creature in attacking a creature within 5 feet of you. You feint, distract, blah, 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 blah. If your ally attacks the target before your next turn. Yep, okay, just making sure. So the bolt zips by, basically does a U-turn, turns back around, and slams the goblin in the back of the head. This one definitely hitting this time. Skull ringing. You actually see its eyes vibrate in its skull for a second, and one of them actually threatens to come loose, but he pulls himself together and is still standing. Pissed now, this one here is going to attempt to fire at you again. Angry that you're not dead, angry that you're doing weird magic to his head.
Help!
Oh,
He finally
the
misses.
There
shot-
goes all his luck.
shot goes wide, and immediately terror enters his eyes. He does an about face and starts running back here. But he realizes that's as far as he's going to get. The other one is also going to make a shot at you again, you being the most prevalent person in the clearing.
With your blue face and all that.
Gosh damn it, now this one has his luck.
The other one, seeing his friend shaken and inspired by him, takes a shot 12 piercing damage. I think that's enough to knock you
Help.
out.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
he's down.
as the arrow soars through the air, and you're
Where's those
like,
5
yeah,
seconds?
I did it! And as soon as you're like, I did it, the arrow just hits you right in the throat. You're like, and you fall unconscious.
In the throat.
Apocrypha.
He has potions on him.
Help.
Well, I think the smartest thing Apocrypha would do would be to eliminate the threat before trying to heal.
Sure.
So I'm going to attack this guy, which I didn't even see before because I didn't scroll the map over.
Okay.
Come on, dice. Much better.
17 hits. Roll damage.
+2 for favorite target.
Yep. So this one, confident in its ability, is now turning its attention towards you, and as it turns to look, takes an arrow right between the eyes, falls dead.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Godlike.
Wait.
Black.
Would medicine be an action, right? Stabilize.
Medicine would be an action.
You don't have to. He has potions on him. You can just literally take.
Yeah,
a
but I
potion
can't.
off.
Can I take a potion? With it be.
And
I know I can't. I know I can't heal him, but I might be able to next turn.
Make a bonus
Look at
action to
the
search
turn,
his
right?
body. Make an investigation check.
30.
Oh, we find the right potion.
Yeah, it's not even a question. You actually saw him conjure it earlier and where he stuck it, and you just rip it right out. But
Yeah.
combat is moving
You're
forward.
not using one of the permanent potions.
Yeah, good.
So,
I don't know that.
Godlike, what do you do?
They tried to get close to him so I can freeze some poison in his nostrils, but he's a little out of reach, so I'm gonna smack my hands together and splash some acid on him.
Sure.
PC 13 dexterity save.
DC 13 dex.
Oh
Fine.
no, he takes some damage.
It doesn't matter what you do. As you spit at him, how exactly are you spitting at him?
I did 1 damage.
Is he just enough?
Yeah, he's actually dead. He only had 1 hit point left.
Like a
How are you
boogie anyway.
Oh no, I just want to smack my hands and as I'm just bringing them together, the acid gets conjured and it just, from the force of the smack, splashes out towards him.
Can I do a little flavor for this? Can I add a little
go
flavor for
ahead.
this?
Sure, whatever.
So like you slap your hands and there's this tiny bead of acid just goes out straight through like X-Men Magneto with the coin through the dude's head. It just goes one end and out the other.
That works.
That's basically about it. It was the tiniest little shit, but that's all it took to kill him.
Okay.
You were out of combat at this moment.
Well,
Okay, so yeah,
I burst through the bushes like, surprise, motherfucker.
I immediately try to step.
I go
Well, I
up,
mean,
I'm like, hey Barley, where have you been?
Hey.
dude?"
thematically, I'm trying to stabilize Mr. Arrow in the neck here.
Go ahead, make a medicine check.
And you just feed him the potion and
You start. Oh yeah, why don't you just give him a potion?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, do that. Because I mean, the arrow's still going to be there, right? How does that work?
You pull it out. Because
Okay, yeah,
you
that's
know
what I
you
was
have the
meaning to do.
You pull it out because you know you have the potion on hand, which would be probably enough to save his life. So I don't know what the dice are on the
I believe it's
potion you made.
2d4 plus 2. I'm double checking quick.
yeah, it's 2d4 plus 2.
So go ahead and whoever wants to roll 2d4 plus 2. 8. You are air back in your lungs, hole in your throat, surprisingly closed. You are back up and moving. I mean,
On your
you're
feet.
alive, but you're still on the ground.
On your feet, Blue Warrior and Draconic.
What?
Gilgamesh went down again.
God.
Gilgamesh is acting like he's a paladin.
Yeah, I'm giving Barley the recap of the fight because he was
Wait.
jerking off in the bushes.
Oh crap! That way.
And I'm gonna pull out a second potion and drink it as well.
Okay.
Hey, Guess,
Yeah,
can you
it's-
do me a small
yeah.
favor?
Yeah, what's that?
Can you go to your roll 20 and change your avatar to match the one you have in game?
I just took all the
Okay.
avatars off.
Yeah, I have my thing at the bottom set with no avatar.
Yeah,
That's
it's
Barley.
that way.
You're a hot
Come-
dog on my screen.
Yeah, that's just the name I've had for years. Hot
All right,
Dog.
Barley, roll investigation.
But yeah, I'll do that.
Because I keep confusing you.
Oh, the second one today, guys.
Oh,
This
in
is
the
the-
battle.
Barley with his natural 20, searching through these corpses. You're very thorough. You pull off boots. You look behind ears. You come up with maybe a single gold piece. They don't seem to be carrying a lot.
Speaking of ears, I'd like to take one of the ears. of the-
Natural 20s aren't always amazing successes. Apocrypha, what do you
Yeah, I
look
was hoping to find the
Just
secret
checking
as
out
to why
this
these
guy.
goblins
Well,
are scary.
I was here to recover my arrow and also see what's on him.
Has
You
my
do
picture
not.
changed, by the way?
I'm not. I have all of your avatar closed, so I'm not.
No, I mean whoever was asking me to change it.
Apocrypha was. I'm repressing the page.
Oh, okay.
Bird go.
Much
Bird
better.
just flew back up to the cave entrance.
Okay, cool.
Oh, there it is. Alright. So Barley, we left off on you before our combat started. So what would you like to do?
Well, whoops. Let's just start heading back into the cave then. That's what we were doing before. We'll just continue with the same plan.
All right, you all, everybody line up outside the cave where you'd like to be.
Is the dim torch still there?
Would we have to make a new
Way
stealth
the
roll
fuck
if
back.
we go stealthy?
Huh?
Would we have to make a new stealth roll?
Make a perception check, everyone.
Parker would also like to check for the dim torch that he set down.
That was performance.
God
I do
damn
a
it,
small
what are
jig.
the rolls?
The dim torch you rolled, you
Drop.
rolled into the river. It seems because it's nowhere in sight.
Oh, wow.
With your perceptions combined, you hear the running water. The running water is actually a little louder in the cave, and you listen. You don't think you caught anything's attention.
So we want to try and stealth again then?
You don't even have to make a new stealth check.
I would like to make a new check because
You are more than welcome. Everybody make a
You
new
don't
stealth.
know that your stealth check was bad. You just...
hey, I alerted people with my armor and I got shot because
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh yeah, I just forgot that I'm also at 15 health. So
So is this
could I
new
get
stealth
one
check?
of those potions then?
Everybody, yeah, make a new stealth check.
Sure, I toss you a potion.
Okay, what's the
2d4 plus 2.
You're at 15 health. How much health do you have?
Keep in mind this
22.
river. Keep in mind the river should also be aiding us in masking our,
good enough?
our ford into the whatever it's called, cave. That's what they call it.
And wait, let me do my stealth roll as well.
Doesn't do a thing for Goblak.
That's so much better.
Goblak's very... Yeah, that's 0.
So your bird whispers to you, "Dog."
29 stealth.
28.
I tell the party, probably wolves in there.
Okay.
Nothing we haven't dealt with before.
So go ahead and what would you like to marching order? What would you like to do? We're up on.
Yeah.
We're still on Barley, kinda.
Okay. So we got as how far did we get into the cave before? About this far?
Yeah, they're about.
Need that
Yeah,
about
about where the
back
bird
to
is.
Nanota.
The bird's a little farther in than we ever were.
Okay. Before anyone else steps up to it, I'm just going to take a look into the cave and just check for any sort of alerting traps or that
Sure.
sort of thing.
Roll
around this
roll
side.
perception.
Only your human normal vision. See a whole bunch.
Oh, I'm out of turn order because I refreshed my page.
Yeah.
Look at the mouth of the cave. You look as far as you can see inside. Nothing stands out.
What was your
Okay.
roll?
I think it was
To keep the marching order up, I'll just move up to
All right.
here.
The
16.
Up to about
16.
the bird is up.
I'm just gonna claim that the bird flying to that point was its turn because that's what I thought it was gonna be doing.
Say again. I'm sorry.
Actually, yeah, okay. I'll move it a little bit.
Okay.
So you should just roll initiative and then change it to a... Because that's what it was.
What are we rolling for? What?
He refreshed his page.
Refresh, so he left
Okay.
it on.
I didn't
Yeah,
press the thing.
Oh, the turn order. Yeah, just shit.
It was 16.
Click yourself, roll it again, and I'll add the number in.
I think it was 16.
It was. I went back and checked.
All right, 16 it is. Okay, is that as far as you're going with the bird?
Yeah.
Okay. Down to you then.
All right.
Oh, I let everyone know. Hey, entrance of the cave seems pretty nice, so just walk on in, guys. Keep an eye out there.
Okay.
I have already told you guys there's probably wolves right near the entrance because my bird
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, you saw
saw
that.
something.
Shame I'm not level 3 yet.
Level 3 is
So-
best level.
As you step into the mouth of the cave, kind of just looking around. You're looking in the direction of where the bird informed you, and you see 3 wolves just chained up against the wall. They notice you. They are not happy.
Barking.
Snarling. They're hungry. They're angry. They're immediately barking and howling at you and jerking at their chains, but they're not getting any further. They only have about 5 feet of movement.
They're already
Anyone have
making
any
noise.
meat?
You actually got meat from the
Big
dude.
dog black has the meat.
Oh, did you give me the meat?
You caught it, yeah.
Oh.
Well, somebody handed it to you.
Oh.
I tossed you an apple, and I think somebody else handed you some bad jerky or good jerky.
Yeah, I handed you
Actually,
some.
it's perfectly okay, but anyway, back to the place.
So what are you doing, Gilgamesh?
Asking for meat to toss to the wolves.
Goblak says we got a corpse back here, but probably be happy to eat that.
So you
We could.
We could do that. You want me to go back and bring one?
if that's what you like to do, go ahead.
We'll do that. That's the plan.
All right. So which one do you want to bring? The one that was Goblin Rambo or the other one?
Closer one. The closer one. I don't want to.
Goblin Rambo is kind of closer. So
Okay, cool.
in an act of
Go get him.
hate, I already have him. I brought him over here.
Oh, okay.
In an act of hate, you grab the Goblin Rambo. Who's carrying him?
I am.
Gesh?
Mhm.
All right, make a dexterity check.
Dexterity has.
Hang on. I want to try something. I need to be able to go though. Before you give
We're
him the
feeding the
corpse.
corpse to the wolves. You're
Before-
not doing
bef-
anything but that.
Couldn't have been a strength.
Anybody can do what they want. It's just movement.
know.
I'm trying to keep to a
This is-
minimum.
this is
Just
in
movement. I'm
character.
trying to try. So everybody who wants to do something, let me know. But just
Okay.
don't move too much.
Apocrypha would like to cast Speak with Animals.
Oh.
Okay.
And I basically want to bargain with the wolves and say, we'll give you a treat if you keep quiet, and we'll let you free after we're done.
Their heads immediately cock. They stare at you. They're not saying much. Treat? Did he say treat? I think he said treat. Holy shit, he said treat. And now they're hopping up and down.
And I signal to throw the body, and it says we can set you free after we kill the rest of these.
Oh. Okay. Wait, no. Make a persuasion check.
I do have animal handling as well.
Both.
Speak with animals, concentration.
Doesn't say. I don't think so.
I think it's just an effect. It says it lasts for a certain amount of time.
Let me
With
hit it.
With your animal handling, you toss them. You toss them the piece of meat. You toss them the goblin, and okay, yeah, go ahead. And they just kind of immediately start tearing against the goblin, like blood and sinew flying everywhere. They're satisfied for now. They seem to allow you to pass.
Let's go.
So, do we continue with Gilgamesh's turn in movement?
Anybody can do what they want. It's just movement that I'm trying to keep to a minimum. So Gilgamesh, was that? Did you do anything else as far as movement goes, or?
Moving 5 more feet up.
I'm gonna say I moved up here so that I could see when I threw the body.
Apocrypha, would you like to move anywhere?
Yeah, I'm moving up.
I
with
do
group.
say I see something this way. If you can see.
We're about where the wolves. I
Past
don't want
the
to.
wolves.
Oh, I see him. Okay.
You see what? I'm sorry.
I say I do see some dim thing this direction.
I point out that there's also this direction up.
I don't see.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see anything yet, but I have.
Where were the
No dark
wolf
vision.
noises coming from? I can't see them, but
They're right here.
okay.
Yeah. She said you were the one who saw from that right-hand side.
I said what?
Who said they were seeing something over here?
Gilgamesh did. It's
Gilgamesh.
just this like V of light is all I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's what Apocrypha sees as well.
Yeah, I see
I-
a little bit.
I'm surprised he even sees it. But looking
I
into
see
the
a bit as well. Yeah.
looking into the room, past the wolves, there is a pile right here that Gesh, Apocrypha, Gilgamesh can see. That it just looks like garbage. Looks like spare bones, just salvage and trash, and it looks like there's a natural chimney there.
I whisper to Gesh. Gesh, do you still have that apple?
Yeah, I do. Why?
Let me have it.
I hand
But
him
I
the
had
apple.
the apple.
What are you giving him?
I think he
The apple.
meant to give me the apple after I gave you.
Oh, okay.
No, it was
Yeah.
totally to give it to Gesh because I saw him snacking on stuff in the cart, and I figured I was trying to get him jerky, but at the time he just tossed me an apple. Or the
That was
shopkeeper.
Cowblack, not
No,
Gish.
that was
Oh,
Goblin.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I wanted an apple.
He's gonna get his apple. I'm assuming. It's...
Okay,
Alright,
you
alright.
have an apple.
Yeah, I out of range to where they can't snap at me, but I make sure to give an apple to the wolves, and I say, "Have you seen a fat dwarf or a tall, smelly human around?"
The apple rolls to one of the wolves' feet, and they're very interested in what is already at their feet. But as soon as it sees the apple, it does that thing dogs do when they taste something really bad and go. So it immediately just goes and nudges the apple away. It's not a fan, but it does look at you and say, "Yes."
Which way?
I don't know.
Fair enough. I had to shake my head. I couldn't get anything more else out of the wolves.
They're way too focused on what they're eating to answer in-depth questions.
I was trying to keep it
Okay.
simple, but at least we know they're here.
And they give you a simple answer.
From what we know of the last goblin kidnapping, they had the alive, what do they call it, hostages in the furthest back of the cave. So I think that we're most likely going to find them in the deeper parts of the cave, but we don't know how deep it is. So maybe the river would lead to deeper parts, but
Goblak thinks they'd use wolves as guard, you know.
yeah, that
Why
could be
have the
true.
wolves sitting there if there's nothing behind them? Something important must be back there.
Yeah, I agree. The wolves are a big sign.
Okay.
Well,
But these
let's check
guys,
what's
these
behind
guys
the
are getting
walls.
hungry, so we need to get them more food.
How do
We have
just
another
move
goblin
past them
body.
and kill them
We'll
anyway?
have them more food by the time we get through this cave. Let
That
us
was
just
the
move on.
point.
So
So what are you guys doing?
Let's go
I'm gonna
forward.
start.
We're going to move into the cave past the wolves.
Yes, going on the
Oh,
other
so
side.
you guys
You're going that
You guys
way?
are moving. You guys are moving over here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Away from past the
Tread
wolves.
carefully.
All right. Halt there. Gesh, Apocrypha, Goblek. The pile is clearly trash, and you can see it's a natural chimney that is right here, and you can see the very faintest bit of light from above.
Above the
So it's a
chimney.
dead end.
Like moonlight or
The-
like firelight?
You when you stand directly underneath it, it doesn't look like it's big enough to accommodate some of your larger party members, but it's a straight shot up about 10, 20 feet.
Okay, so from like judging outside, it's not like it's going to look like it goes higher up into the cave-like thing, not just out to the open
Well,
air.
looking up, so imagine like an actual chimney. You look up, and it goes up from what you gauge is about 30 feet, and you can see the faintest flittering of light against the wall up there. So it looks like it goes higher into the cave, if anything.
Okay, into the cave. That's what I was trying to gauge. Like when I was saying moonlight, like it was an actual just.
No, it's man-made fire.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna send the bird up.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Wait, so is it just like a regular tiny chimney just there?
It's like a natural chimney, yes.
Oh, okay.
Or like from their perspective, it'd be like a garbage chute, judging by the pile sitting around us.
Yeah, it looks
If there
like
is
it.
something up there, but that means this cave might be a lot bigger than we thought it was.
I send the bird up and I look through its eyes.
Use it in the bird's eyes.
Yeah.
All right, the
So I'm
bird
seeing what it
flaps, rises 10, 20, 30 feet, and pops out the other side.
Okay, I let them know I see one goblin and some barrels at the moment. I think I might see a second goblin, but I can't tell.
Okay. What was your last stealth roll on that? On the bird?
Bird. I forgot to do another one. Let me do that quick.
Does the bird get past without trace? Doesn't matter.
It actually does. The goblin over here did spot the bird, and it's going to take a shot.
Oh, no.
Suddenly, an intruder in its cave, food, if anything, and it's going to take a shot.
It's another one.
Gosh darn it.
21.
Unless he rolls a 1, my bird's done.
Oh god. Rip
Looses
it
the
off.
arrow, pierces the bird right through the heart, and in a puff of black smoke, not that anybody saw it, the bird is gone.
Oh, I wanted it to fall back down the chute.
What
And the
happened?
arrow-
Well, there's definitely goblins
hear
up there.
Clatters to
Afraid
the
the
floor.
bird's gone.
I asked Gilgamesh
It's
if it looked like up there was any other entrance to the room, or any other way to get to where the chimney led.
Potential. I could hardly see the whole room.
Hmm.
I say we go through the main route to the cave. Let's not try and sneak up this way. We'd be going
Okay.
single file and exposing ourselves.
Or we'd have to climb up there, wouldn't we? Do we see anything else in this cave besides?
Yeah,
or is this just...
yeah. That's just
Oh,
a
okay,
rock.
I see. I get it now. Yeah, so I guess up to you.
Yeah. All right.
All right, where you guys headed?
Up here.
Up the water.
All right, let's move one person at a time. You're kind of moving into groups, so you can move ahead. Go ahead. Apocrypha, yes. All right,
Just kind of what.
you
Wait, to make
guys.
it quick, do you reckon
can
that
see-
back.
hang on, to
Okay.
make it real quick when we're moving as a group, do
Everybody
you
stop
think
moving.
we'll just, move 2 squares at a time just so we can more effectively move as a
Yeah, but 2 squares at a time as I give the okay, because
group. Yeah.
it's there's a lot of things to account for here. So as you
In
guys,
the turn order, of course. Yeah.
yeah. So as you guys enter this clearing, everybody with their passive perception was high enough. There is a goblin standing up on the bridge ahead. I'm gonna move you guys up to account for that a bit. But yeah, you do see
I
the goblin.
can't
He
see
was. It's hard to see from your angle, but there is a goblin on the bridge. Here,
There's a bridge there.
there is a bridge there. As you move forward, you will see it. It was trying to hide from you, and as soon as it sees that it's been noticed, it takes off in this direction.
Oh, dang it!
What?
Oh, I was going to try to take a shot at him
You can
as soon
attempt to take
as soon as I saw him move.
a roll attack with disadvantage.
Wait, because he hasn't acted yet, I get advantage on him. So this is
Okay,
a straight
so
roll.
it's
Cancels out.
straight roll 14.
Doesn't matter. It's still the 4.
It just skims past his back. It just barely grazes him. No damage taken as he runs down the path there.
Is he within 60 feet or no? He's
Huh?
out of range. Is he within 60 feet of me?
Well, let's see. It's 20 feet that way and about 20 feet up, so maybe 30 feet away.
Do I have line of sight on him? I guess.
No.
Oh, I
No.
don't. Okay, then yeah. Never mind.
Okay.
Going forward, can I just be prepping an acid splash,
Be what?
walking, as a ready to action at the end of every move, just in case we see something else, to be able to act on it.
Sure.
If he would have an arrow drawn, I would just be,
Sure.
concentrating on the spell.
So where you guys are currently standing, the main cave mouth starts to climb steeply upward, and the stream is plunging and splashing down the west side here. In the shadows, just to your left here, you can see a passage. Hold on, I have the ruler out still. You can see a passage right here, and this passage seems to the right thing. Yeah, it just seems to climb up a little higher.
I say we go left.
Yeah, if we follow
Left
that
is-
goblin, he has time to make an ambush for us further up, so we can somehow circumvent that. Probably be for the best.
Okay. So you guys are gonna try to go left there?
Who wants to
Yeah.
go first? Goblek's not a fan. He doesn't see very well.
Apocrypha is going to take rear guard action and watch that bridge.
Sure.
Okay, I'll head point with Gesh if he wants to come up
Yeah,
next.
I'll go forward first
Okay.
and slowly.
Gesh, you make it maybe a good 5 feet when you realize you're really heavy. The whole crags littered here give out, landslide as you slide back down. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Can I sort of like help catch him
Dexterity.
to give him a handy?
You can help, and you can, as a reaction, I'd say you can try to help him. So just roll with, doesn't matter, as you
Sort of just put out my hand uselessly.
your weight managed to make this whole thing give out. You take
Oh god.
Find out.
5
Yeah,
bludgeoning damage, and you are now
Can I
prone.
use, part of some of my like spells. Actually, no, that'd be an action. Say try and dissolve because it's acid damage. Dissolve some of the rocks coming at him.
No, wait.
No.
Okay. I mean, it was just
It would just be.
It was worth
acid
it. It was worth the
rocks.
attempt, but not this time.
Okay.
I wanna do stuff
I
besides just
so,
straight damage.
do you wanna heal him up?
From your guys' position, you can hear a waterfall deeper into the cave. It seems like anybody who wants to make an intelligence check.
Okay. Give me a second.
I guess that it's too late to check to make
I
sure.
roll
That's
today.
worse than a natural one. Jesus Christ.
I-
Guys, your head's still ringing from when you hit the ground. I'm like, you're busy laughing.
Heavy tin, man.
Gilgamesh and Bartley, you realize that this slope of rocks here probably it's gonna be anything over 100 pounds is gonna make it give out.
Okay.
Okay, good. I'm not over 100 pounds. So, do I still need to like do some sort of an ability check to climb it up?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gesh. My mistake. You.
Oh, no, wait, I am over 100 pounds.
Your advantage is actually not there because the angle that this is going, you went downhill. And land there,
Oh,
Well, I mean, it's the same roll anyway.
and you are still prone.
Okay.
well, I guess I
I'm
better go
alright,
down and
guys.
help
Who is standing on the ledge at that time?
me as well.
Make a dexterity
You
saving
didn't-
throw.
You didn't yell that, did you?
Well, I don't
It
think
was
it's very
loud.
far.
Barley, no, you also the ledge gives out underneath you. You go down there with him as well. You take
Oh god.
two nat ones, so you take 2 bludgeoning damage. You are both prone at the bottom. You guys just watch 2 of your friends suddenly go on a really cruel slip and slide down the hill.
But you should
I
go
sort
get
of
them.
whisper out to him.
Did
It's
anyone have
quite
a
safe
rope?
down here.
1 person at a time.
A rope or anything we can use to get safely down there, or we just want to climb?
I've got
you
some
could
rope.
try. You could certainly try.
I've got some rope. Let's use it.
Okay. What are you tying it off to?
Is there anything here that looks solid that we could tie it to?
All right. You could probably tie it to a stalagmite like around here. As you are tying the rope to attempt to retrieve your friends, loud roar coming from deeper into the cave. It's not a
Towards the
creature
river?
roaring. You turn. The passage is completely filled with a huge surge of water heading directly down at you guys, coming from this way.
Well,
Like
I'd
we're
like
talking,
to-
we're talking a small tidal wave.
Where is it? Where is the
everybody-
crest right now?
It's right at the bridge here.
Oh, there's no time.
You have 1 second to do whatever you want. Everybody say
Double
it now.
dash across.
As soon as
Jump.
Gilgamesh has the noise,
You're
you
diving
know,
down.
I'm hoping the rope is tied well enough and going down.
I'm gonna use
Okay.
acrobatics to bounce off the walls down.
Sure, you guys acrobat yourselves down the slope there. I'm gonna say it's gonna be because you guys dove down there. Oops.
Yeah, Goblak just kind of wants to jump and try and tumble fall with the acrobatics. She's not proficient, so.
Goblak, you take 5.
Yeah.
Gilgamesh and Apocrypha, you take 3 bludgeoning damage as you all slide down the hill. Water sloshing now down behind you, but definitely a lot
Signal,
less than
go,
was
go, go.
coming at you.
We're below this river. We need to move.
Oh. We're already standing up.
Guys,
right?
There is
before
no
we
stealth
move in
check
any
for
deeper,
this.
hold up.
You've all tumbled down. There's a rush of water.
Godlike
I
is just
see
going to
this
keep
fire
running as
over
fast as
here.
he can away from the water.
The water is
I
not
sort of
really
just
the water is not the
black.
primary threat to you at this point because there's other threats standing in front of you.
Have they
Uh,
noticed us? Or...
Gesh, you should be.
Oh, yeah.
You were
No,
standing.
I was back here. I shouldn't. Yeah, I shouldn't.
Everybody stop moving because
Roll initiative.
Well,
We are in initiative.
if you all,
Keeping initiative.
everybody re-roll. Yeah, get it. Just click and re-roll.
I look at Gilgamesh and I'm like, we may need some
Damn
more
it.
after this.
Woo!
Oh, Gilgamesh, balling it with these.
Put mine to 12, please.
The one who gets hit the most goes first, so he dies.
Oh.
So
Wait, I forgot to. Oh no, I did click my token.
is that a cave you just rolled for?
Oh no.
It looks like you just.
Oh, I rolled with the campfire. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
The campfire is a mimic.
What the hell is that?
Alright,
We
Fire
love-
That is so many goblins.
Alright, let's find out.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh god. Hey, breath weapon now.
Do it, boy.
I mean,
I'm
I'm
gonna
moving
be
fast.
you
You
did
can
choice,
By
fly.
the way,
Holy
You did
shit.
go before all of them,
Thunder
so you
Wave.
could get it.
Just so you guys know, I've only
Did
got
two
one
of them roll
spell.
21s?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
we're about to get pulverized.
Glad I rolled that character.
I'm about to take like 6 hits, by the way, so prepare for me to go down. With
We
the
can
way
handle
these
it.
goblins have been rolling today. Jesus.
Change Apocrypha to 12, by the way.
Okay. Apocrypha will go down to 12. Or up to 12, rather.
Yeah.
And
so-
I would assume I'd go before that goblin because I'm pretty sure I have higher dex than him.
Yes.
Gilgamesh,
Gilgamesh, you are up.
Else.
As you guys clamber into this cave, running from the rush of water, there is a fucking ton in front of you.
I have an idea. It might go horribly wrong, but we're gonna try.
Oh god, I know what you're thinking as well.
Is this a crazy Ivan?
Hmm?
Is this a crazy? Are we doing the crazy Ivan?
I don't know how you could do a crazy Ivan.
I
in
like
this
how
situation.
Gilgamesh's tactic is always, as the squishiest character here, to run out into the open.
I know
Right now, I need to with the spell
I know
I'm
what
about
he's
to cast.
doing.
Burning hands.
Alright.
Oh no, I don't have access to that.
Probably a thunder wave if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Except it's going to be an electric wave, a burst of electricity, almost like a Tesla
Okay.
ball.
The thing is,
Shoots
if you
out in all
accidentally hit me, I do have resist lightning damage. Just so you know.
It's a 15-foot cube, so you're all out of my range. Everything.
Yeah,
Gotta kill him or
you
he's
hit
dead.
you hit these three and this one here.
It is. They have to. Here, let me get the proper spell going. That's the description. This is the.
DC
Attack.
14.
Constitution.
This is a Constitution save.
Yes.
Okay, so I need to make 1, 2, 3, 4 Constitution saves. Let's find out.
How do we do?
1,
Oh,
2,
Ah,
3,
Oh, half.
4.
I got
So
two.
Die.
yeah, you got 2 of them. So
doing
it's half
15 damage, and the other two take half that.
okay, so this
yeah, half. That's so much damage. Holy crap.
that is a ton of damage.
I mean, it is a spell slot versus
Right.
a cantrip.
Yeah.
Just double checking something.
And I mean, imagine all the damage
So
this is.
they're all getting up. They're all ready to spring to action, and you're just like, nope. And you just sonic boom, the thunderous wave. This
Thunder, lightning damage is what I'm.
lightning damage that
Tesla.
you can see their skeleton as you fry them. This one, and this one, dead instantly. This one barely hanging on, skin singed, but it's looking all kinds of fucked up. So yeah, you killed 3 in one go.
Woo!
Triple
Well done.
First blood.
Save my ass!
Yeah, don't worry, that's not fun
So
right now.
let me see who. Yep, that one's dead. So taking that one out. That one's dead.
Ones were killed, please.
And this was dead. One of the 21 survived actually. So speaking of, the 21 you don't see is gonna go do something, and that'll end his turn.
He's gonna what?
He's gonna go do something, and that's gonna end his turn.
Oh god, that I don't like the sound of it.
Okay. Now we are up to one of the survivors whose skeleton. You see his flesh; it's absolutely singed, but there's hate in his eyes as he runs forward to you, and swings at you.
What
The initiative thing.
20. Oh, then shit. 20.
Hey,
That hits, unfortunately.
5 slashing.
That tickles.
So he barely lumbers forward to you, and he swings with surprising deftness, but it doesn't hit you as hard as it should. And he just kind of ragged breathing. Where'd my combat music go? Goddammit. Okay. The other survivor, who was just out of the range of the lightning blast and watched his friends get fucking annihilated, his flesh seared from their bones as electricity climbs up their nervous system, he is going to rush up to you, the fucking culprit, and he's also going to slash at you.
Don't hit, don't hit, don't
20.
hit, don't hit, don't hit.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, sure, 20.
Why'd you want me dead, you bastards?
13.
I live!
Yeah, you made
And-
it, right?
I have a AC of 15 right now with my mage armor.
Yeah, so it plinks off a magical field around his body, and he looked at you stunned. It's kind of like watching a god, a demigod in front of him right now, and he's actually very afraid. Wanted to turn on his spear again. Pocket foot.
See, I'm gonna move up here. And,
It's actually at the time because he held his action. You see. Let me just go into the dynamic lighting here.
Did something just move up here?
Yes, that is
Yes.
absolutely.
That looks like a body.
You see a more proud and tall standing goblin holding on his knees in front of him and mostly naked Sildar, wow. Roland Steelheart.
Like,
And he-
he's holding on his knees. Like,
He calls out to you, "Stand down, or I kill your friend."
So, if I call a shot, that's a shot at disadvantage, right?
Well, actually, he didn't just tell you to stand down. He told the other two to stand down, the two goblins to stand down as well, and immediately they lower their weapons. And he turns back to you, "Stand down."
With my bow pointed in his direction but not pulled yet, I'll just say, what are your terms?
My name is Yemek. I need you to kill someone.
can we, like, are we still in initiative right now? Or...
Currently in initiative, he's just waiting to see what you say.
Insight check
Can
that.
hold.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, he needs you to kill someone. You are
Can I-
strong, very strong. Our leader,
What about the dwarf?
dwarf. Oh, the dwarf. I can tell you what the dwarf is, but you do this for me first.
I speak up at this point and go, "You want us to kill your leader so you can take the lead, don't you?"
Not quite.
How can we guarantee the safety of the...
You can't.
He's right, we can't. But
No,
we
we
can
can't.
end you, should you end him.
True. But
I've no
So is this
problem
a-
with playing Kingmaker.
no more bloodshed is fine with me.
Can we see if this is a goblin or a hobgoblin?
This is
In front of us?
this is just a run-of-the-mill goblin. He just looks a little tougher.
Okay. Double check.
I sort of call out, so where is this person you need killed.
Does this person have the dwarf?
I gotta take the puppy out.
Maybe.
You're gonna have to give a better answer than that.
I know where the dwarf is, but I not tell you until you kill him. I need you to kill man, the beast at back of cave.
Why?
I am done.
Why doesn't
with this.
matter? Let's.
What's
Goblin
the beast?
hierarchy doesn't really matter.
Bugbear.
Bugbear.
Bugbears.
His name is Plarg.
I want to look around the room at all the goblins that are still alive and take in their faces, and then look at this guy. I now know
Okay.
all your faces. If any of you follow us, we will kill you. But we will
He
kill
takes-
this guy first.
He takes the dagger in his hand and presses it a little deeper into Roland's neck. Don't make threats. Just do job.
Does Roland look alive?
Roland is alive, and he's ragged breathing.
Oh, okay.
He calls out to you. Don't take his deal. Kill him now. And he digs the dagger a little deeper into his neck.
We want to ask Roland what he knows of the area. Like what's going? Like what has he seen?
I'm going to actually.
I don't
at
think he's
this
gonna let him talk.
point- At this point, I am just going to. 1 second, let me just check something. Give me 1 second. I'm going to shout at him, drop. And with drop, I am casting command on him.
Okay, link it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm pulling
why
back
did I
my.
look through?
I'm pulling back my bow, ready to shoot, holding my action.
Oh, why didn't that go through? Fuck. It's Roll20's being weird right now.
Yeah.
Like I don't want
Can
to
you copy paste the
I
text?
feel like it's gonna just go up a bunch of times.
Can you
It's
copy
a pretty
paste the
long
text and put it in
text,
chat?
but yeah, I'll do that.
You speak one word commands for creature you see within range. The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw following command on its next turn. The spell has no effect.
Basically, it just means they follow my action and then they end.
Okay. Alright, let's make the wisdom.
So this will make him drop his dagger and
What's the
roll.
DC?
My spell save DC I think is 13. Yeah.
Okay,
13.
yeah, you make it. He immediately goes limp, drops the dagger, and lets go of Roland, who is being supported by him, and Roland falls.
I
10
immediately
feet.
fire.
Wait, 10 feet.
He was standing on a ledge.
I
Oh.
immediately fire at the goblin.
So why are we firing at the goblin?
He's dropped
Just
him.
drop Roland.
He has no power anymore now that he has. So I'm gonna
Did he
run
kill
forward.
Roland?
No, he didn't kill him. He-
No.
If we
Technically,
can
he killed
revive Roland if he gets
Yeah,
knocked
if he
unconscious.
gets knocked out, I can just touch him and he'll be.
Yeah, Roland falls down the hill, and you hear a very sick as he
Oh.
breaks his neck at the bottom.
Wait, what? Oh no.
What? He
Roland's
instantly
dead?
dies from a 10-foot fall?
He was at 0 hit points and stable and unstable. The drop, as in his current state, Roland is dead.
Okay.
I-
Anyone have
Not
a
unconscious, dead.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, no, he's
So
he's dead.
Would you say this guy has acted?
Yeah, I would say
Yeah,
that.
that's his turn.
No, he's ended his turn because
No,
I.
no. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking if the goblin has acted in terms of an action.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
then yes, I don't have.
Into
I attacked him. As soon as he went limp, I fired my shot.
Sure. Just hits. Roll damage.
+2, 7.
You peg him right in the shoulder and takes his breath away, and it snaps him out of his unconscious state, and he looks up at you and bares his teeth. He's still moving. Barley.
God damn it.
Oh, I moved behind the group, by the way, at the end of my turn.
Okay.
That's 10 movement. So the little cliffs there, they're like 10 feet up.
Hmm.
And it looks like there's stairs over here. Would it be too much actions in a turn to try doing a like acrobatics or athletics. On acrobatics, like to just jump
You
up.
can,
onto
if you're
the
trying to
thing.
mantle up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, and make an acrobatics check or an
Would I
athletics.
still be able? Yeah. Would I still be able to make a attack
Yes.
after that? Okay. So I'm going to try acrobatics my way off the cliff.
Guys, I still have 2 goblins in front of me.
That's your
Yeah,
own
he's
problem.
on
You have to
really
range of
fine.
Yeah,
fire.
you make it up there pretty easily.
And yeah, I'll just attack him with my sword.
Go ahead. 19 definitely hits. Mantling up the hill, the goblin is shaking off, pulling an arrow out of his chest. How do you want to do this?
I sort of like incorporate it into my last step up the thing. Like I put my foot up on the cliff and just step up, and then as I'm sort of doing a semi-jump, I stab down with my rapier straight
So
into his gut.
straight through. It went behind his collarbone, through his lungs, through his chest cavity, piercing every organ on the way through, and he
Yeah,
spits blood on you. But
Like
he
a
is
little
very
kebab.
he's very dead.
yeah. 13 is my lucky number, I guess.
Yes.
Outraged, I'm gonna run into the cave.
Okay.
Which ones are still alive? These 2 here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything that doesn't have skull and crossbones on it.
Okay, 1 sec. Let me see how much more I can move. Yeah, I can get there. And so filled with fury, I'm going to use my breath weapon on these 2 here in this second to roll that.
Is it a line or is it a cone?
It's a line.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, don't worry. I wasn't going to hit you on purpose. Where is it? There it is.
DC Dex DC 11 or it's half damage. Yeah.
DC 12.
DC 12. half
11
damage.
damage.
Oh,
11.
sorry. What was it? Dex?
Dex, yeah. Oh. What?
They both make it. So they both take
Half
damage.
damage, though.
But one of them was almost dead anyways, so.
I can't believe they both got 12, though. That's simple.
This one immediately vaporized by your breath, basically. Just he's you considering you're right in front of him, you open your mouth and the lightning actually sears the flesh off his face. It's just bone remaining. This one, it's half damage from 11, which we'll say is 5 in this case. Still standing. Electricity now bouncing off his leather armor, but he's still standing. God black.
Okay, it's going to wander into the roof. Oh, that's a dead man. And 15.
Yeah, this guy's the only one alive, I think.
Yes.
20. Alright, I'm gonna breathe poison on him. He's got to make a DC 13 Constitution save.
Mm-hmm. So DC 13 con.
He does not make it.
1 more damage.
How many damage does he take?
Oh.
Literally just enough. How would you like to do this?
He's just going to casually saunter in after, seeing the whole situation go to shit. And just breathe real heavy on him with the poison coming out of his mouth after waving his hands a little bit.
Alright, and with that, the poison actually burns the flesh, goes down his throat. He's in agony, but the agony is too much to bear, and he is dead.
Okay. God Black is Tribe King now.
Barley,
And I have 10 feet of movement, so I'm just going to go a little bit more into the cave.
Barley, hold on one second.
I really didn't think that guy was gonna die. What the hell? He spoke to
Yeah.
us, didn't he?
He was held off of a cave.
But I mean, he
Cliff.
spoke to us, so doesn't that mean that he was...
Yeah, but he's an
It's
NPC,
fine.
so.
Yeah, he's still
Oh, I
like
guess.
that means like he's
NPC
still raggedy.
Apocrypha was all for playing Kingmaker, but both Barley and the Roland said to act, so, well, we acted.
Yeah, my dog's got the runs, and so we woke up right as we ran into that encounter, so I had to take him out. 'Cause I'm
Alright,
cleaning
sorry
up
about
after
that.
they-
Barley, make a perception check.
Yeah, are we out of initiative order?
Yes.
I'm gonna run up here.
Saunter around.
20.
Yeah.
Barley, as you peer down onto the hill, a very faint glimmer of light catches your eye coming from Yemek's corpse.
Okay, I'm gonna pillage that corpse Before anyone runs up here.
You,
Yeah.
it's the little glint of light you saw was a ring crudely tied to twine around his neck. The ring is clearly not his. It's made of very beautiful silver, and it's actually glowing and vibrating in your hands. There's the symbol of a silver griffin on it.
I go to Gash and I go, hey, I think this belonged to Roland, and just sort of toss it over to him.
All right, you toss it down the hill there, and Gash catches it. Gash, what are you doing?
Can I investigation check it to see if...
I'm investigation checking the cave, looking for anything, and also gonna investigation check the body of Roland.
We'll do one thing at a time.
Sure.
That's slow.
Gash, make a Everybody who's making investigation checks, make it.
I did it.
Yeah, I just want to see if there's anything at the top that he clipped, like a satchel or something he kept his things in.
Yemek's satchel is actually right. Yemek's actually is right here. Just a little
Yeah,
leather
right
bag.
what I'm next to.
You open it, and it is maybe 5-6 gold pieces, a little silver necklace. Nothing too crazy, but it's all shiny shit. Gesh, with your investigation check, you feel the ring in your hand. It's pulling you in a direction
Which direction do I know?
towards Roland.
Okay, I'm going to put the ring on...
Okay, you put the ring on Roland, and nothing happens. It's just quiet for a moment. Then there is a beautiful, brilliant flash of yellow light, and Roland is breathing once again.
I stumble backwards and kind of fall down in this.
I call down to Roland. Good acting there. You really
So,
had him going.
Can I use that medicine check to make sure he's stabilized and okay?
Sure, go ahead.
I'd already rolled it.
I killed
I
the
didn't
zombie.
Didn't see it. Yeah, he's totally fine.
He's like full health, or is he still injured?
No, he's not full health.
I look
but
at the
he's
ring and I go-
definitely alive.
I look at the
Yeah,
ring and
I'm
go,
gonna-
"That's a clever trick."
Well, as you look at the ring, it rapidly rusts and then turns to dust.
That's also a clever trick.
Survival ring.
I've been holding on to that for 25 years. And he just kind of rolls onto his back and just stares at the ceiling.
Is he bound at all?
He's free at this point.
I go over to one of the goblin scimitars or short swords. What's on the ground?
There's
Does he look hale
Mostly-
and like ready to...
mostly fucked up looking scimitars, but scimitars nonetheless.
I grab the best
Does-
looking one and I'll use the mending cantrip to sharpen it up.
Okay.
And I hand it to Roland and I say, "Do you think you can fight?"
He very, very warily stands to his feet, takes the scimitar out of his hand, out of your hand rather, and he goes, "I'll do my best. We need to."
I say we take a short rest, though.
Do you
Oh,
have
shit.
any idea where the dwarf is?
They took the dwarf. He's not here.
Yeah, Kingmaker
Not
up
in
there.
this cave, or not in this area.
He's not here. They took him. He's not in the cave anymore.
Oh,
Not this cave. Not this section of the cave, or not like they took it to a whole different other spot.
He may not be in this section. I've only seen this section. They took him off somewhere deeper in the cave. That's all I know.
Okay. Well, he's still here, so that's good. So I don't want to go some other place.
But still, I recommend we take a short.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that would
that's a
be
good
smart.
idea. They know we're here. If they just
Yeah.
come and get us, like, we're on a timetable here.
Everybody make a general perception check.
I'd say that we.
I'm
killed-
investigating the cave for any secret passages, any loot, anything like that, and I rolled a 16.
Beneath the bedrolls, you see the just a little something shiny sticking out of it, and everybody can hear that the waterfall is still roaring, but the stream is not flowing as it was before, and there's definitely heavy chatter going on deeper into the cave, even over all the sound.
So is there a quick question with is there any like goblin body parts that can be wrapped up in a small little sack from this bedroll?
If you'd like to.
Yeah, I'll wrap up some.
What's the silver shiny thing I found?
Underneath, you can see it is some chainmail, with emblazoned with a silver griffin.
Oh,
I believe this belongs to you, good sir.
Thank you.
You know where the rest of your equipment is.
Did you find anything else?
Nothing yet.
I'm gonna have a look around the back of the cave here and investigate to see if there's nothing on
So how many
Sure.
how many goblin parts did Apocrypha find? Meaty stuff.
Found meaty, not tampered with really. Maybe
These are for the wolves, but I'm gonna give them to the wolves.
three legs, a couple hands, a couple ears. You want chunky bits? You probably got like 2 thighs.
Well, something light. I don't want to carry like a whole giant sack.
Sure. Good
I'm
thigh.
glad that
I mean, they're not huge creatures, so thigh would
Yeah.
probably be.
I'm
I'll
all
add it
for
to my
rest
inventory.
myself as well.
Remember,
time to
the
rest.
there was another
What
fork
time
in the
table?
path
We'll
back
take
at the
shifts.
front.
I
But
think
hang on,
resting is
guys.
a bad idea.
Yeah, because remember there was another fork in the path back here that could also have.
I
a
understand.
little
We
band
can-
of goblins.
We've
But yeah,
the
we
health
also
potions.
still
If you
need-
need healing. Just take one of those. We don't have time to. sit
Yeah,
I
we also
don't
need
have
spell slots.
unlimited potions. Or...
We do. He can make as much as he wants a day. He's got that ability. So
No,
What-
this is him. This is him talking. I only have 2 left.
Whatever we have, we do not
2
have
spell
time.
slots, right?
Yeah, and this goblin wanted us to kill some sort of big bad, and that big bad could be coming towards us right now, and we better be
And
ready.
If you're
And
afraid of getting
obviously,
hit, maybe
the
don't
big
run
bad
up to
is-
the middle of them.
The big bad is deeper in the cave. So, at the very least, we can defend this area and attempt to take a rest. Either way,
That's
we have
true.
to kill the things. If we fail to take the rest, we just kill the things anyways.
I'm still for taking a rest.
As am I. Regardless, we have to fight them. The question is, do we attempt to actually rest and regain some health? As we've all taken some damage from that fall.
Do you regain any spell slots during a short rest? Who-
Depends on your class.
I
Yeah,
think
who
only
does that?
elves.
We'll turn and ask Roland, do you think they'll kill the dwarf if we wait?
I mean, they don't have a lot to lose at this point. I can see that you people are injured, but time is of the essence. It's your choice. I can't. I'm either going with you or I'm going home, but we need to finish this one way or another.
Alright, let us be on our way then.
Apocrypha's
I
gonna
was
start
thinking
moving.
more for Roland. You seem the most hurt out of.
Apocrypha's gonna I'm gonna try to hide on the wall and slowly inch my way forwards, waiting for the group to catch up.
Yeah, I'm coming.
As you
Oh,
do that,
shit.
charging of goblins down the hall. They see you immediately, but it's not a surprise round because you saw them coming.
Okay, thank goodness you were going there.
Everybody roll initiative again.
Okay.
This is what I get for taking charge.
Oh, the Goblack finally gets to do something.
Oh,
just
we
an
have
execution.
low initiatives all game.
11 for Apocryphas. Because I forgot to click my character.
You keep making me reroll. Oh, why did it not go in? I should have a 15.
Damn, another 21. You guys are getting boned today.
What is with these guys' rolls? Nice
They had
24.
That should be a.
That's 2 24s in a row.
That should be a 15.
Yeah.
My first one didn't go in. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I want the 24. I want it.
Well, I mean, the public
You
don't
shouldn't
like
say
it.
it twice.
Apocrypha had how much again?
11.
Nimble goblins.
Yeah, they're pretty fucking nimble. Gilgamesh, you are up.
No, I'm not. I'm at 15.
He's 15.
Oh, my mistake. Goblin, you are up. This Goblin turns to see you. He's actually packing a short bow on him, but he realizes he might be too close. But he does see the half-orc standing in the hall. He is going to take a shot. 21.
Give me a moment.
I'm pretty sure that hits, I have to say.
No,
Yeah.
I'm double checking something.
10 plus 3, Jesus. Oh, ignore the plus 3.
Oh,
Who was damage am I rolling, actually? Hold on.
1d6 plus 6, is that a goblin?
Yeah, no, that can't be right. I must have hit something else. No, that was definitely a goblin. I think it was adding in the natural 20.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah, alright, this is more accurate, but, well, yeah, 10 damage. 10 piercing on you, Goblak.
Okay.
You are now up.
Okay. Going to smash my staff down and cast magic missile
Okay.
at the. Do any of the other ones have crossbows?
The two in the back have long bows. Short bows, rather.
Okay.
Ah.
I'm going to put two at the one at one at the one that just hit me and two at the other one
Sure.
with the bows.
One slams into one, and with this kind of force that magic missiles are, it actually breaks his jaw. The other one, you hits him with such ferocity, you can hear the breaking of bones, of ribs, but he climbs back up. Both of them looking pretty hurt, but they're still standing.
Okay, so that should have been 8 to the first one and then 2 to the
Oh, you
other
wanted to put 8 to the first one?
Yeah, it was the first two going to the. Not, this isn't even like me seeing the rolls. I was literally just I wanted the.
No,
first
no,
two
I'm
rolls
just
to go
making
to.
sure.
Yeah.
Yes. So then, in that case, you actually break his neck, and he rolls backwards, dead. This one, is still in pretty decent condition.
Okay, and then I'm going to 3 run away.
You'll be. That
You
son was
make a athletics check.
You really want to go up the slippery slope?
Yeah.
No, I thought I was like just at the bottom of the slope. Like,
Oh, bottom of the slope is right by
I think-
here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I'll run
Okay,
1 and 15.
sure.
I'm gonna run behind everybody.
The other archer is up. Is going to take a shot at Gesh, who we can see.
No Rambo, please. Hell yeah.
Hey, no Rambo.
Difficult shot to make, and it doesn't, and the arrow just pings off the wall. Seeing that the tides might be turning here and there's way more of you than expected, it's actually going to head back this way. To about there. I forgot to add.
Yeah, Roland, I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
Let me just roll for Roland. Okay, good job, Roland. Still tired, so.
Fleaver.
So it goes down to Gilgamesh.
Alright, I'm going to cast my usual cantrip.
Wait,
Mhm.
where is Roland?
He's behind us all. He doesn't have a big thing around us.
Black.
Yeah, he doesn't have a square picture.
Oh, okay.
21. Which one were you hitting again?
The one, I guess I need to move forward a bit first. So
Yeah, that definitely hits.
that one. Alright, and I summon forth this blackened skull and lob it at him, doing 6 necrotic damage.
Necrotic. So this force of just oppressive darkness comes around, and as it hits him, it doesn't impact. It goes through him, goes in him, and you can see him quickly rot from the inside out, and he just falls to his knees dead. Gesh.
Is that the other one with the crossbow
I'm
dead?
also gonna move back.
There's currently 2 alive.
Hey, everybody's leaving me all hanging out to dry.
Hey, I am.
Don't worry, melees are coming.
Yeah, I can't run. That was a 4-hour tax of opportunity. Or would have
You
been.
can just disengage.
I don't have that ability.
What you could do with the
Oh.
fact that you
No,
have
that's,
armor.
everyone
Yeah,
can
it's fun.
disengage.
Moving here, and this guy's dead, so can I... I'm assuming I can move here. And then I'm gonna hit this guy just with my...
Go ahead. 20 definitely hits. Roll damage.
8.
8. You swing at this little shit, and he attempts to move out of the way, doesn't even come close to making it. You actually take a huge chunk out of his chest, but he is still moving. Not looking good, though.
Die, damn you!
This one is dead, so he's out of the turn order. Apocrypha.
I drop the bow out of my hand, and with a sweeping draw cut. Oh wait, has he acted yet?
He has not.
It doesn't matter.
Oh wait, never mind.
No, you are initiative.
Yeah, still. You drop your bow and you go for the sweeping draw cut, and your sword, as you go for the draw cut, your elbow slams against the cave wall, and it kind of throws you off kilter, and it doesn't hit. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, I'm gonna hold my ground because I'm not gonna give him an attack of opportunity.
Okay, Barley.
Time to move up.
Actually, wait. Sorry. I'm gonna move to the other side of him, not leaving his threat range.
Okay, then that's gonna promote an attack of opportunity.
Oh, what? Okay.
No.
Oh wait, you're not leaving his range.
I'm not leaving his threat range. I'm
just making
circling.
sure I heard that right. Okay, you got him.
Okay, 10 movement. Then move up to here, and I guess I'll just attack this guy with my sword.
Does not hit. So you go for the rapier stab, and it just kind of bounces off his buckler.
Okay, I don't think I can move anymore, so I'll stand here.
This one, in dire danger, feeling lucky, he's going to take a swipe at Apocrypha.
Bring it, bitch.
Roll the wheel of fortune.
Oh,
He rolled well.
Parry.
So, just at you, he turns and slashes out with his scimitar, catching you right across the chest. That guy is dead, so Goblik.
Okay, Goblik gonna come up a little forward. There. That's 5, 10. That's the only one left right now, right?
One of them ran away.
Okay, one went away. Goblik is going to spray some poison on him. Gotta make a DC 13.
Who is...
I love how accurate you are with that.
Okay, it takes
4?
4 points of poison damage. 4 points of poison damage.
How are you doing this exactly? It's always the goddamn poison.
Yeah, it's poison every time.
You know, he's gonna be a bit flashy this time. It's a magical breath. So he's going to he kind of breathe it out and like waft his hands around and just kind of spin it around his head and shove it up his nose.
So you do that, and he inhales it like coke, and he's like, and you see a little bit of poison breath come out of his mouth, and he just falls backwards dead.
And I say to the party, "Don't worry, it's a hallucinogen. He died happy."
Technically, you're still in combat, so
Okay. And then in that case, Goblik's going to back up.
okay.
Let's get the fuck out.
Actually, I would say at this point you're not in combat, but be on alert.
Then he propositions Gilgamesh for one of those potions, because it seems they know they're here and they're just gonna keep bringing more of them. And Goblik is bleeding out the nose from the crossbow bolt. It hit him in the chest, but he's pretty damaged.
Roland, with a new fire that you haven't really seen before, stomps up past you guys. Good work. And just proceeds down the tunnel, kind of in a bit of a charge here.
Apocrypha
You
uses
said
the
he
sword
was
to pick up.
injured, right?
He was injured, but he does not seem to give a shit.
Okay, well, as he goes past, I would like to touch him and heal him for...
Yes.
I have 6 points
For
of
what?
healing left, so I'm going to heal him for 4.
Okay.
Is Sam?
Oh, okay.
Just so that I have 2 little, basically,
Yeah, I heard.
revives in case people go down.
Sure. How you guys proceeding?
Goblik is going to keep positioning for a healing potion, because he is at about 16% of normal capacity.
The Goblik is operating at 16% capacity.
So,
Bring that power to shields.
Apocrypha chugs
Fine,
his...
you can have one.
Apocrypha
Okay.
chugs the potion he was given.
2d4.
Is it 2d4 or 1d4?
Who else? Who I only gave
think it's
one
2d4.
person one. Who? Apocrypha, are you stealing one too?
No, somebody gave me one earlier. I wrote it down.
Oh,
Oh, you-
okay. Okay.
Oh, no, that's the one you looted, I think.
Could be. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, we looted a healing potion from the last.
Yeah,
last
somebody
session.
handed me a potion. That's all I know.
That
Okay.
one's not one of my non-permanents, though. I'm gonna
All right.
tell
So what are you guys doing?
I was told it
I'm
was a
going to
1d4
follow
plus 2.
Roland because he seems pretty determined.
Wait, so you
Apocrypha
just
is
gave me
picking
a
up his
permanent
bow and falling after Roland.
Sure.
Apocrypha, nothing is 1d4 plus 2. It's all 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, the lowest is 2d4 plus 2.
So roll one more. Wait. So one more d4 then.
Yes. Rookie.
one? Oleg says he's above 50%. He's alright. I'm also going to spend my bonus action to spend 2 sorcery points
I'm good.
that I have to give me my spell slot back.
Okay. As Roland comes around the corner, this goblin actually readied his action to attack the first person he saw. So
Thank God I healed him.
Are we still behind him? Can we stay there?
Yeah,
Like
can we
this.
say you're
that
just
is
following him?
a 22 to hit. Definitely hits
Shit.
Roland.
Please load.
5
Okay,
slashing damage. He takes it with stride, and he gets to attack back as a reaction
Nice.
Obliterate that.
because Roland.
He's a barbarian.
We're gonna use
So that's gonna be a campaign trope that we're never gonna let die. Because
19.
Roland.
Definitely hits. 8 slashing damage. Roland, as soon as he gets hit, he just smiles, spins, and decapitates the goblin. Goblin is
That duck.
dead.
That duck.
And technically speaking, you are now out of combat.
Yeah, okay. I was
Okay.
waiting for that last guy who was hiding.
Oh wait. Has the hour passed, or do I need to roll a concentration check for the hit I took earlier?
I would say it's only. I mean, realistically, you've only been in here for about 20 minutes in game time. 20. Yeah.
And I casted it like 10 minutes before we got there.
Yeah. So it's been about half hour.
All right. So do I need to roll a concentration check?
Yeah.
Well, how much
This is
damage did
bad.
I take?
That's a good question. How much? What's your max HP?
I'm at 18, but I just healed from 8.
I mean, you'd still have to roll a concentration check. It would be. I have the DC in my head. Just roll it.
What would that be? Constitution? What is concentration?
So it's Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no problem.
Holy crap!
You still have Pass Without a Trace on.
Oh crap! That won't apply to Roland though, because he wasn't there when I casted it.
That is correct. It doesn't seem Roland really gives a shit about stealth right now.
All right. Even
He's
so,
going
I'm gonna try to go a little far ahead of him, stealth,
Yeah, same. I'm gonna move ahead of him.
and then I'm gonna use Mask of the Wild, which I don't know if it applies. But it's natural phenomena to hide myself, where normally wouldn't be possible.
Situation. You're fine.
Alright.
You're still stealth. So how about everybody just roll a new stealth check?
Okay.
Are you saying anything to Roland, or are you just letting him stomp on?
Oh, I'm going ahead of him.
Okay, you just.
I'm gonna
okay.
try to go ahead of him.
And you two
do we
are.
want to like call out to Roland and say, "Hey, we should probably proceed a little bit more." What's the word?
Caution.
Caution, not caution, but like, what's the? It sounds
You
like prudence.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Out
I'm
loud.
gonna go out again.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to signal Roland to slow down.
Yeah,
Well, as
yeah,
you
go-
say that, he does slow, and he realizes that he's bleeding pretty heavily, so he just kind of calms down and realizes that he should take a better approach to this.
What's the state of the river, the little creek thing that we just passed over?
Almost bone dry.
I'm gonna pass Roland my dim torch and ask if he needs it.
You don't have your day torch.
I have 2.
Are you gonna pass him another one?
I'm gonna pass him my last one.
He just shakes his head. He just
Alright,
won't.
I'll put it back up.
He just stares ahead.
Okay, guys,
nod
we'll
and ready
catch
my
up
bow.
and get moving. It's pretty
Yeah,
safe.
let's give him a second to catch up.
Go.
Things
Yeah.
that out his dog.
Does anyone need to like do anything before we move off?
I don't
I
think
think
so. I don't have
Goblack.
any. I don't have
Yeah.
any spell slot.
I mean, I
Go
would
Black
love
is-
to take a rest.
Yeah, I don't think we can afford a rest now though, because the dwarf might be dying, and
Roland's not gonna
it's like
stand
very
for it.
likely that we've
Roland's
just
not
awoken.
going to.
Yeah,
He's gonna charge ahead
he's
if we try
probably
to
not
rest.
going to. And I've got a feeling that this like goblin thing is about to wake up, and it's going to be hard
Alright,
to move forward. We're going to move now.
I'm gonna take a dash to right here and fire at the first thing I see.
Yeah, hang on. Is Goblak
I'm waiting once
still
everybody's in
here? I don't
position.
think Goblak. Yeah.
Yeah, Goblak's letting out his dog, I think.
Alex, what?
He's
Dog,
letting out his
yeah,
dog.
his dog's sick. But the scene I was referencing, by the way, I linked in the thing. The Golbek's finishing move.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Okay, what did you say? A dog?
Yes,
Oh,
Golbek's
Goblak
dog.
is doing something.
What the hell is that?
His dog.
His real life dog.
Oh,
He doesn't have a dog familiar.
Yeah, there's a Mastiff following us around with a British accent and a monocle. Didn't you see him?
It just appears like the Curious Stranger. What was it?
mysterious.
Whenever we
Stranger.
score a crit. Yeah, the Mysterious Stranger. Whenever we score a crit. it's just
I
in there.
say, dear chap, these goblins pack a wallop. Would you like a potion?
Have a brandy.
Last I checked, I wasn't British.
And we paused until Goblak came back, right?
Yeah, I think we are.
I'll just move him up anyway.
No, that wasn't Goblek. That was a Mastiff that we were pretending was following Goblek.
Yeah, no. I know. I'm just making sure that he's not here.
Mm.
Though somebody said last time I checked I wasn't British.
That was Gilgamesh handing out
Yeah.
the potions.
No, I was saying the dog was saying all that. You know, the dog that's secretly
And
following
I
us
was
around.
making a joke that you're calling me a dog that just hands out potions.
You see, I didn't get that. I don't discriminate against tieflings.
Yeah,
Sure.
me neither. I'm a fucking big blue dragon thing. Discriminate against.
Yeah, Apocrypha wasn't lying in that thread when he said that he served with stranger people.
Oh, and the tiefling wasn't lying when he said he'd gained a healthy respect for the elf.
I'm back.
Welcome
Now
back.
kiss.
What happened?
Nope, we were just waiting for
Well,
you.
this Mastiff
Yeah,
showed
yeah.
up out of nowhere talking to you in a British accent. He offered you a potion, but since you didn't respond, he left.
It's pretty unfortunate, actually. We could have used that.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, sorry, my puppy's got literally the runs, so
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's
he
no
said something about you cheating on him with another dog.
All right, how you guys
You guys
progressing?
hear him through my mic?
Not that bad, but how you guys progressing?
I'd like to move ahead of Roland, just to be safe.
Okay.
Tell
do
him
that.
to stay behind me.
Go ahead.
Okay. Moving forward, if you guys want to follow.
Yeah, I'll
as you-
stay
Hang on.
behind Roland as well.
As you enter this chamber, this cavern,
Guess.
it has two large empty pools of water, and it looks like a rudimentary dam system that they tried to construct out of boulders, rocks, whatever they could find, and you can infer, judging by the giant tidal wave that almost claimed earlier, that this is probably they used this to try to kill or drown intruders out of the cave. But they're empty now, and the waterfall is still coming down. But because the walls are broken, the pools are not refilling. So a wide exit stands right over here, and you can see a secondary staircase that is down over here.
Apocrypha would like to look for recent tracks.
You don't even need to roll a check because there's wet feet marks on the ground. There's plenty. Most of them were heading in this direction, and maybe one or two in this direction.
Nothing going up. Nothing going up the other way.
Nope.
I would point right and signal the guys to follow.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to start following.
Let's move forward.
Apocrypha's
don't
going to
get
stick
to
close
move
to the
on.
walls.
Everybody
Don't get
hold
to
there real
move
quick.
Roland. Don't get to move Roland.
Wait,
Didn't mean to think.
I would kind of point to the walls too, like follow the walls.
Sure. Everybody just wait there for one moment.
we're getting near that cave with the chimney led to.
That's what I figured.
Okay. Feel free to step on. Do what you gotta do.
Feel free to what?
Yeah, just do
Oh,
what you
we
gotta
keep
do.
going. Is Roland coming with us?
Yes, Roland is coming with you. So, taking.
We'll peek
the
around
back
the
seat.
corner.
Okay, you peek around the corner. Whatever you see, you see.
I don't see much. That is a
Looks like
fireplace on top of
fire.
a fireplace, right?
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like
Yeah, because of the map that I
Yo, dog, I
downloaded
heard you like
came
fireplaces.
came with the a fireplace with it, so I just shoved the other one.
This
on top
is
of
the
it.
room, I think.
Well, everything
looks
else up
like
into this
we-
point's been an ambush.
Apocrypha, make a perception check. Let's find out.
Are the footsteps coming into this room, or are they just continuing on? Or are there no footsteps anymore because the water?
The water kind of blanked out a bit. 1 second.
Yeah, my bow's notched ready to go because I am sensing an ambush here.
Yeah, as soon as you step into the room, it doesn't take a lot. You have a trained eye. Your perception beat their stealth checks. Let me bring them out into the light a little bit here. But yeah, that's whatever you can see now is what you can see.
Before we get into this next fight, does anyone want to take like a quick short break to like get a snack or that sort of thing?
Oh, like real life break.
Well, I was
Yeah,
about to
real life
say,
break.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
as soon as you finish this fight, we can take like a 10-15 minute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll just do this fight.
Can I tell if this is a goblin or not? Because I don't think it is.
That is not a goblin, and it is currently trying to scramble down the chimney.
I don't see it, so I don't know.
This
what
is
it
active action. It is now in the chimney. It is trying to crawl down the chimney.
I will.
Bugbear, try to
Yep.
escape.
I move to this position, see the archer, and shoot. I'm gonna fire at him.
Everybody roll initiative.
Right. Are we just assuming we're at where we are?
Everybody, if you're charging into the room at this point,
Yeah, I'm
feel
gonna
free
charge
to
in.
stop in one particular place.
I'm gonna charge there,
The
Token.
the other mage.
and I'm going to.
When he was scrambling down there, and while I was moving, and I saw him go further down, was I able to tell if it was a dwarf?
It was not a dwarf.
Well, I ain't going soon.
I
Yeah, those double crit 20 initiatives, they had to even out.
Can I say something before we start?
Myself out a little.
Yeah, go ahead.
My mind is not as quite.
I pointed out to the rest of the group. Something went down the hole. It wasn't the dwarf. It might be. Well, I can't say it's a big bad, but no.
Hold on.
Oh no, it's the big bad.
Bugbear.
Hey. Put out, which is nice.
It'd be nice if somebody could dump acid down a hole.
The dwarf, they may have sent the dwarf out first.
No, I know it wasn't the dwarf. Oh, he could have
I
gone
know,
ahead.
like,
Yeah.
they could have gone, like, they could have had time to, like, sneak out. They could be doing a little bit of a flea on us.
Alright, let me just add those numbers.
Best initiative roll all night.
Yeah, these are all
Same.
initiative rolls.
They still got a 21 in there.
I wonder if there's like a macro you can find that just lets you select all of them and then roll it once.
So it's been more than 10 minutes since we entered the cave.
Yeah.
I know
Darn.
there's a lot of fancy stuff like that in roll 20. Like
Yeah, I
there's
got it takes some shit to find.
Speak with animals should last longer.
Yeah, shit. How long does it last?
10 minutes.
Alright. Here's your combat. Goblin is up first. It's a little pissed. Its surprise attack didn't work, but it's going to run up at Barley and make an attack.
finally attacking the beefy people.
Is he Rambo? No, he's not. That didn't hit.
He is not. He actually tripped on the way there and didn't even manage to like truly hit you with his blade.
This is Jimbo.
This goblin, now not trying to escape, trying to protect, is going to run, and afraid of Gesh, is actually going to also go for Barley.
Just so popular. I haven't
So
been hit
not
that much, so I
quite
may as
going
well.
for the squishy ones, but also not going
Doesn't
for the
hit.
tanky ones.
Doesn't hit. He as well, just you kind of deftly kind of step out of the way. He swings, but doesn't really make complete contact.
20.
Apocrypha? It's hard to tell sometimes.
So,
Yeah, Apocrypha.
quick question. Can
Yeah.
I make it over here while going around these guys' threat range in my movement of 35 feet?
Well, let's measure it out.
1, 2, 3.
You can get here.
To the hole, basically. I can't get to the hole.
You can get here.
Get
Yeah,
there.
if I can't get to the hole, I'm not going to try.
Alright.
So, I'm going to... I want to get more of a clear shot, so I'm going to step a few feet forward.
Is the hole here? Yeah, I can sort of.
And
Yeah,
I'm
this is it, yeah.
going to fire at this
I
guy.
can sort of.
And he hasn't acted yet, so do I get advantage?
No.
He's
But
active.
it doesn't matter because it still hits roll damage.
Which one are you hitting?
This one, I think.
Yes, the archer.
Yeah. Go ahead. Roll damage.
Plus 2, 7.
You loose the arrow. The goblin was actually in the process of drawing its own arrow, but the way the position its arms were, the arrow just passes cleanly through the ribs, hits him right in the heart. He's dead. Gash, you're up.
Hey,
Seeing all of these goblins surrounding Barley, dog pile onto him. That is a hit.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Oh,
13. Not even an attempt. You almost cleave this thing in half. He's dead instantly.
Okay, once I do that, I am then going to run to try and get a better view of things. Actually, I'm going to go over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to point out that there's something over here.
Yeah, I can sort of see that too.
And he turns to look at you and goes,
Yeah, that's the end of my turn now.
Roland, as soon as you say that, he hears. Let's see how far he can get. Yeah. Be provoking an attack of opportunity. He's gonna run here and strike at the goblin.
Nice, nice.
22 definitely hits.
It's probably going to roll on crit.
He had his sword.
6 plus 5. His sword managed to make it out. He's missing other shit though.
It's just 6, it's not +5.
Yeah, that's correct. 6 is still enough to do it. As he goes to strike at you again, Barley, Roland actually swings down and cleaves the thing's hand off. As it screams out, he just stabs it straight in the throat.
I like nod to him, like, yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Barley, you're up.
I'm going to start moving over this way. I see, hey, there's a guy there. I think that this is going to be... Yeah, that should be within my range. And I see this wolf over here. Okay. I should be fine. I'm going to just move straight up to him and stab him in the back.
Okay.
Do you get advantage when you attack from behind? Is that not a thing?
No, he knows that I'm here, I think.
Right.
So it doesn't
17. Just hits. 12
Not
piercing damage.
like actually facing that way, are they? They're kind of moving around.
You're kind of moving around, and he's trying to I just put him there for reference, but you get him in the ribs as he's turning around to look at you, and your sword is still inside of him, and he's just looking you square in the eyes. He's hardy, whatever he is, and he is pissed off now.
Okay. Do you want another then? Did I use my action surge and attack
Oh
again?
shit!
Oh shit.
Shit's going down!
10.
No.
This one does not hit, and as you pull it
Okay.
out to stab him again, he actually grabs it with his hand, and just
Okay,
stops
you didn't want another one.
He doesn't let you continue. God Black.
Okay, Goblack's going to saunter in. Doesn't see anything. Then 15. Step over the corpse. 20. Is that a hobgoblin that I see?
This here?
Yeah.
It's a
Probably the
bugbear.
bugbear that was referenced.
Oh, so it's a bugbear, not a hobgoblin.
I also point out that there's a wolf.
Oh, there's a wolf
You
and
can
I
see
can't
that.
see it from where I am.
20. Goblag is going to acid splash the wolf then.
Okay.
Actually, no, he's in range for a poison breath, so he's going to poison breath the wolf.
Sure.
DC 13 Constitution save.
You know, you can just roll it and then they make the.
True. I don't want to roll it. They
6.
make the save.
Doesn't make it.
Alright. So 30 points of poison damage.
Man, that D12 was
Yeah,
not.
I
happy
know,
with-
right? I just moused over that to see what the damage was. 12. I don't think you.
Yeah, but the wolf breathes in the poison damage and largely seems unaffected by it. It coughs for a second, but it's still sturdy, still standing strong.
Okay. So with
It
the rest of my
is-
movement, I'm going to back up.
Okay. It is Clark's turn.
Claw.
Yes. Clark is going to look at you, Barley,
God.
Okay, pleasure to meet you.
and he is actually going to make a push attack. He's gonna try to shove you back 5 feet.
Strength save.
So this is gonna be your strength versus his athletics, I believe. Or no, yeah, your strength versus his strength because he doesn't really have
Okay.
athletics.
Is
Is it a shove
Yeah.
attack?
Yeah, it's a shove.
Is
So
it
you
a saving
use,
throw or just
athletics or acrobatics as your check for shove?
Yeah. So choose what you like to use.
So I can use acrobatics.
Yeah.
Or okay, I'll use acrobatics.
Okay.
Or does he choose which one he does?
He's gonna. It's an 11. He's not having a good day today.
Oh.
You
Yeah, he-
fucking say no.
You actually roll around his hand and get close to him again. He's gonna get pissed off that he was actually not strong enough to get you. He's going to turn around and literally just dive into the chimney. He's going to fall 30 feet though, so that is.
Did he do a disengage? The disengage thing.
Oh
No,
yeah,
you
you can.
can-
Yeah, go ahead, take an attack of opportunity as he tries to run away
Sweet.
from you.
20, 20, 20.
Can he fit down that hole?
He can absolutely. 24 definitely hits. 8
I
damage.
know it was a 20.
It was 20 rather.
Oh, not naturally 20.
Okay, let me check something real quick. Trying to see the fucking thing. Okay, so. Yeah, you hear a as he lands at the bottom.
Prone?
A groan, but
No, prone.
definitely. Oh, prone. Yeah, prone at the current moment.
So he's got to use
At
half
the
his
end of his
movement to get
turn,
up.
right?
Yeah, he still has enough to get up. He just dove down a fucking shaft.
I'm really tempted to plunging attack him. The 30-foot plunging attack.
Go ahead and try if you want.
But I mean, it's not my turn, and I haven't decided.
Gilgamesh, you're up.
Okay. This is gonna be interesting. 10, 15, 20. There's the wolf. 25. I take it I have no ability to see him whatsoever.
No, you'd have to actually go down to be able to see him.
Okay. I'm just gonna shoot at the wolf then.
Okay. Nine does not hit.
Alright, and I'm gonna move behind. Move there.
Okay. The wolf is gonna go now. You can hear the bugbear at the bottom just yell, "Ripper, finish them!" And Ripper starts to snarl immediately. He dives for Barley, who's directly in front of him.
That's not a hit.
And you just kind of
AC is 16.
hard chews on your armor, but nothing's really happened. Apocrypha.
So, whereabouts is the hole? Like right there? Is there any way to go down it without like taking damage, like slide down it, like, or is it just a straight drop?
Yes, make a acrobatics check.
Do a double kick and land on him. Arms crossed.
Actually, make 3 acrobatics checks.
Good lord.
Ooh. Skill challenge.
So 1, 2, 3, and does not ignore the 4th.
Yeah, just 1, 2, 3.
All right.
So 11, 21, 9.
Oh, that's how we're doing it. All right. So he has. You gotta stop rolling with advantage, goddammit, because all this confuses me.
Yeah.
So
How do I disable that?
Go to your character's thing.
No, it's someone else.
And
Character
if,
thing.
Hold on, I'll
go
do
to
it
your
for
character
him.
sheet. Okay, that
Make
works.
that for sorry. You want me to do another straight roll then?
No, you're fine. I'll just use the 11, the 21, and the 9. So you make it down 10 feet safely, another 10 feet safely, but it's the last 10 feet that your grip slips, and thankfully it's not a lot of damage that you're gonna have to take, but you do fall 10 feet, so
You're gonna have to move me to the.
you only take 1 damage if you land right on your ass.
All right.
You
So
literally have no movement, no movement though.
I can't get up.
You land on your ass, but you can stand to your feet. You're
Yeah,
fine
yeah.
doing that.
Okay, I'm doing that, and I'm shooting this guy in the back.
Go ahead.
Oh,
27 definitely hits. I'm not even going to say roll damage. He literally has 1 hit point, so how do you want to do this?
Yeah.
we need him.
I'm gonna wait until he gets within range of the wolves, and then fire a shot and say dinner time.
Okay.
Oh, brutal.
So-
No, I wanted to
wolves-
dissect his body.
The wolves turn to look at you as the arrow flies in the air and hits this thing square between the shoulder blades, and he falls down on the ground, still spluttering, still breathing. Falls down right here, just within the wolves' range, as they start absolutely tearing him apart. And all of you guys can actually hear the very disturbing screaming of Clark, the bugbear, being devoured by his wolves. Actually, combat is not over. I lied because the wolf is still standing.
Yeah.
Can I just look at the wolf and say, do you want to go join in?
I would say Barley, Gilgamesh, Gesh, and Goblak, and Roland, they're all going to make an attack on the wolf at the same time. So everybody roll attack.
Yay. This is gonna be the biggest overkill of all. Oh no, I missed. God damn it.
You have the advantage thing turned on as well, Gash.
Yeah, I just prefer to have it. I don't have it with the fate. I just prefer. I use the fur.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
I feel like we all just missed.
Black smacked him in the head with his staff.
Roland hits, and Goblak hits.
Oh yeah,
So roll damage.
I got 7 damage.
Yep, both between you and Roland, it's enough. You pummel the wolf, cracking its skull. Roland stabs it in the side. The wolf is dead.
Yeah.
And now everybody go take a breather.
So
You-
everyone stop.
Since
Oh,
this-
break.
Since this only affects me, can I try to animal handling the wolves and let him go?
Sure. Make a strength check on the chains that are on the wall as well.
In before, as soon as we leave this cave, the wolves all attack us.
Ew.
Yeah, you're not. Make 2 more because there's 3 chains.
Well, after the first fail, can I investigate his body to see if he has the keys?
Sure. You check out his body. There doesn't appear to be keys on his person. No.
Alright, I'll try the thing again. Provided the wolves don't attack me.
Yeah, sure.
Which I think with that much animal handling, I wouldn't say, but I think
Yeah, no, you're in good straits right now. But yeah, you finally managed to bend the pole that's anchoring them, and they kind of bow before you as they start dragging one of Clark's corpse out of the cave.
Oh, I give them. I also give them some more of the goblin parts that I found earlier, and I scratch them beneath, right behind their ears if they let me.
They
You're
can't
not gonna
carry
stop
all the
them.
goblin. They're not able to carry all the goblin parts, but they start dragging Clark out of the cave.
Okay.
You're gonna let him take the body that we potentially need?
We
I
know
know,
where.
right?
Body for.
Well, shit.
You should probably
Is there any sign
search.
of
That's,
other
yeah, that's
thing
kind of
on?
why. Okay, I try want to use the other parts to.
I will say during your investigation check, you did get one jade statue of a tiger off his body, but that's anything of value that he had.
One jade statue
They're
of
not-
tiger.
Yeah, statue of a tiger.
Is there was there any sign of that other thing that crawled down the hole, or is it no?
Was there a
He
second?
he was the only thing that crawled down.
Yeah, I thought there was
one
one.
that was going down right as Apocrypha.
That was him.
Yeah, that was him. He started to get up when he realized he wasn't going to be able to not take attacks at the time.
Okay. Okay.
All right, we'll reconvene in a bit. I'll come back at like
All right.
8:55.
All right, cool.
Alright, okay.
I'll about to say an hour from now. Really?
No.
Well,
Uh,
damn time zone.
try 14 minutes.